Philippine Adventures. Good morning, Ogre. How you doing this morning? How is everything? I got my coffee. Uh-oh, I need to wipe that lens. Hold on. I'm bad about this. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. I don't know what lens I'm wiping.
Why you did not wipe that?
I should have wiped it while I put it on there. Well, I did, but my fingers must have got on top of it and messed it up. So good morning, Ogre. How you doing this morning? Life and times of the Philippines. You can tell I don't have my phone here anymore. I can't call anybody. I could try to call. Yeah, I'm early. I put it on at 9:30, and I was helping Miss Ruth. She had a cake that they're coming to pick up at 9, and we kind of got sidetracked, and so we're kind of a little behind times today. I wanted to come on. Omer, you're running back and forth like a jelly bean. Let me find myself here, so let me find myself. So how is Ogre this morning? How is things there where you're at? How's jobs? How's mining? How's life? I know for me, it's nice. It's a beautiful day outside today. It's hot. It was hot yesterday. It was so hot yesterday, Ogre. You couldn't even. It was just too hot. Just way too hot. You couldn't even go outside and stay. Let's see here. Excuse me for the phlegm. I got guys mad at me because I do that. I can't help it. So yeah, I am early. Oh, we're good. No job, just chemistry. Mining for now. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There are times where I personally enjoy that happiness of being alone and doing mining and stuff like that. I mean, not mining, but doing my job. So maybe I could sweet talk one of the girls come on later. Ruth is tired, very tired. She got up early this morning. So I've broken 2 bearings in a rear axle on my gas bike. Oh, 2 broken bearings. Wow. Is it because it's too fast? Good morning, Robert. How you doing this morning? How you doing? Hope you're feeling well and hope you're doing good. Hopefully all is well. The thing positively and love to all today. Yes, Robert. Yes, for sure. How's your knee? How's your knee feeling? So, Ogre, tell me how the thing was going. Oh, crap bike. I'm gonna have to buy a better one. Irene, good morning. How you doing, Irene? Welcome. Thank you for coming on. Happy Sunday. Yes, happy Sunday. Beautiful day. It's 9:30 in the morning here in Bukidnon. It's rather a little warm. We got the aircon already on this morning. It really gets hot here. Yes, hello, Robert. So, Robert, how is your leg? So, let me ask you something, Ogre. I was going to ask you something. So, is there gold here in the Philippines, you believe? There's a lot of people mining for it. People say they found gold. Pot metal bearing housings and axle, barely magnetic, not steel. Yeah, that's a problem with a lot of products that you buy here. We bought pots and pans, and we've bought probably 20, 30 pots and pans, skillets. I hate to see how many skillets we've bought. All pot metal. I mean, really cheap. They bend. Well, you cook on it, and after 2 or 3 uses, and it's like this, like this, like this. Hello, Hillbilly. How you doing, my friend? Hello. How are things with you? Yeah, and it has the rockiness in the bottom of the skillet. So when you set it on the stove, it bends over this way. Let's face it, cast iron is the best. Cast iron skillet is best cooked with, but it's an art in cooking cast iron. As you know, things will stick and things like that. So yeah, it can be a challenge. Good morning, Sammy. How you doing? Good morning. Jordan Johnson, greetings from UK. How you doing, Jordan? Yeah. We are on today. It's a very nice day. John Ferris, good morning. Yes. John Ferris. Hello. Love you too, my friend. Hello to everyone here. I just done my stream now in church. Oh, okay. All right, I understand. Yeah, busy day yesterday. We had just our Sabbath yesterday. And as you know, Seventh-day Adventist, it's an all-day affair. Hey, Tom, my first Colts all NFL game today. Good. Tell they look Sam England out of the game, and we lost the preseason game. Oh, really? I missed my preseason football. I got to tell you, I even had RR hooked on it for a little while. And what I mean a little while, meaning she was hooked on it, couldn't wait to the next game. Being a girl, she got bored, but once she's like, if she had to be at a game and see a game, she would always want to go to a game or see a game. There's nothing better than being at an NFL football game or a college game. There's nothing better. It's just exciting and it's fun, and just enjoy yourself. But you get 45,000, 50,000 people in the stadium or more, and a lot of yelling going on and screaming to the other team, and you meet some great and fantastic people and really good friends. And if you had some type of area that you always sit at, you become friends with them, really close friends, and it's amazing. It's like when you're not there, they call them, what happened to you? You okay? So good morning. Yes. How are you doing today, Brother Tom? I'm doing very well today. Today is a good day, a very good day. In fact, I woke up this morning 7:30. That was late for me. Ruth was doing her cake, and then I had a little breakfast and had my coffee, and I was going to start the stream earlier today. As you know, I used to do streams 4 times a week, and we got to cut back to this one, and I find myself lazy, and I say I gotta get up, I gotta get going, so I have to get more active and doing more things, so and keep myself busy. Yeah, awesome. So until you don't really realize when you're retired, you find yourself, if you don't, you kind of get in a trap, and you find yourself trying to find things, or you find yourself doing the simple things and not really doing the hard things. You need to mow the yard. You don't really want to mow the yard, but you'll mow the yard. You put it off the next day. That's not me, but that has been me the last month or so, 2 months. But being active, of course, I've been walking. Sure, I miss. I walk 3 or 4 times a week. Put in a, half a mile, 3/4 mile, maybe a mile sometimes. I do it 1 time a day. Probably should do it 2. But getting out and getting started with it, recently started in the last month or so. So it keeps us busy. The first things first, coffee. I think everybody's got a. R says, are you addicted to coffee? How about anybody here? Anybody addicted to coffee? There's probably about, let's see, there's 16 on. I bet everybody's addicted. John Ferris, I was talking with Claude this morning. You did? Hillbilly Colts. I love Colts. Yeah, in fact, I was talking with Claude. How is Claude doing today? Mr. Claude found a perfect situation. Mr. Claude found a expandable house. No, excuse me, a container house. There's a difference. A container house there in USA includes electric, water. I don't know if he has propane, but he had all internet, $760 a month, and it's nice. 3-bedroom. 3-bedroom. It's very nice. I like it. $760 a month. He likes it. The only problem is the sink area, as he said in the video, is the sinks. Very small area for the sinks, but you can get an additional table or something. Sink area means not that much countertop. So yeah. Howdy, Wolfen, Mr. John. How you doing, John? Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you, Robert. I tried to. What do you think about that guy? You guys saw that video about that guy yesterday that I did. About the guy. I feel so sorry for him. His wife intended, or his girlfriend intended to take advantage of him and defraud him and deceive and take the money from him to get married. And sister had her 3 kids. So I believe, and later on now, it's a scam between the whole family. Because why didn't the family tell him? I mean, he was here for 9 months. Why didn't the family tell him? Oh, she's got 3 kids. No. So I think the whole family must have been involved in the scam. Thank you, Robert, for saying that. Thank you, I appreciate that. Wolf and Mr. John is a great guy. He lives in Tennessee. When if and when it will be, when we get to USA, we're going to come visit you there, Mr. Wolfen. So I think you're around Chattanooga, right? We'll come see you. Coffee, hillbilly. Yeah, got to ask him. I'm muted now. Oh, okay. I understand that, Sammy. I'm muted too. Hit the like button. Yeah, thank you. David and Mercy Whip. High five. You guys check out their channel. Great guys. David and Mercy started out the channel. Came to the Philippines. Him and his wife. He's Filipina. They're back in the States. I think he's down in San Antonio. I saw him on a... And David, I apologize for not always getting to your videos. I am so sorry. I have no excuse. I get 300 to 400 notifications, and it's hard for me if I don't go all the way down the bottom. Know if you put on a video, and I apologize unless it pops up. And I'm sorry. Ruth and I have a total of 5 channels together, YouTube channels. It keeps us kind of hopping. I got to keep them active for YouTube, and they're all monetized. YouTube will ding you if you don't have activity on your accounts. And what I mean by activity, you have to put up a video every once in a while. I just recently started something different, guys, and this is a new thing for me. I just recently started doing podcasting, and that's where I can actually tell a little bit more than what I can tell here. I can't tell everything here, but I can tell a little bit more on my podcasts. And I've done about 12 podcasts now. I'll keep doing one. I'll do one today. And it's been mainly on relationships, the same thing. Some of the same topics I talk about here, but others are different topics, but they expand on it. And I can go in detail and say actually what happened, in detail, more detail, because here, things you have to be very careful, So David, good to see you. So Tim D, good morning, Tim D. Tim D is another great channel, guys. And Tim, I apologize for not getting your channel. It's really a great channel. I really like watching your channel, and I apologize for that. I really do. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I try to get to everybody's channels. As you know, we've been doing this a while and used to do a lot of live streaming, and we would be on 3 to 4 hours at a day at a time. We were doing 5 hours on our live streams, and it got to the point where after a few months of that, we just got tired and just eliminated now to the 1 day. Michael and Heidi, good morning, Michael. How you doing, my good friend? Yeah, I know. It wasn't deceptive. It's just very deceptive. Excuse me. So, yeah, very deceptive. And I agree with you, Michael. It's like it caught me off guard. It was like it was a problem that, why did she decide to deceive him? So that means she took her sister's national ID, went down there to the municipality, used her sister's name and everything. So, in her body, got married in front of the mayor, but had her sister's ID, then eventually gets land and a house, and they were moving, and the passport fell out of a package. The guy happened to see it, put it in his back pocket, looked at it, put it in his back pocket. Later on, he looked at it and said, "Sonny, this is you." But it's got a different name on it. What do you mean it's a different name? It's a different name. Who is, this is your sister's. Wait, I'm confused. This is you, but it's a different name. So who is this? Is this you? Well, come to find out, the family fessed up, and it was her. She deceived not only him, the mayor, everybody, and come to find out it was all a scam. And it was really sad. So he was married to nobody. But he'd been giving her 10,000 peso a month for 2.5 years. And then when he got here, he was here 9 months. So it's been over 3 years and 3 months. He decided that he'd been giving her money and to just help maintain the family. So no telling how much. He said he was out probably about $5,000, but it's actually more than that, if you figure it. But because what you give. So I just the story is telling me. I told him to stay here. Don't go back. No, I'm done with this. I'm done with it. So he's going to go back, and he's going to have a bad taste in his mouth. And if you mention the Philippines to him, he's going to say it's the most horrible place there. I would never go there. I advise nobody go there. Even though it's a great and wonderful country. So one bad apple, it makes it worse. So, and you and I know there's many wonderful Filipinas out there. And Filipino out there, if you're a lady looking for a guy, there's many. In fact, There was a lady just arrived here. She's in her 60s, and she found a 25-year-old Filipino, and they're married. She's from Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon. Is it Portland, Oregon? Portland. Arwa, good morning, good morning. That's the problem with some Filipina. They're not transparent. They're foreign-born. Relationship without transparency, both sides, is not true love for me. Morning, Tom. You're exactly right. And you know, the sad thing about it, what bothered me the most was how the feeling of, it had to be really hurtful for him. It had to be to the point to where he just really was hurting, you know? And it had to be, I don't know. I mean, you wake up one day and you think you're married to someone, come to find out she lied to you. Man, that's like a bus hitting you, you know? Walk, yes. Good morning, John Ferris. I don't know if you're still following my channel, but I do have big political fight in my hands right now. I'm still getting a good goal for episode, though. John Ferris, I follow your thing. In fact, I just left a message. It had been 2 days ago. Yeah, I follow it all the time. I try to follow everybody's channel, and I try to always comment on your channels and try to always be there for you as much as I can. And remember, we have 5 channels. I just opened up number 6, only because of podcasting. The reason I opened up number 6, here is the exact reason why. People are driving in their car. They're telling me, I can't be clicking on your YouTube. I can't play it, please. I already listened to this one. I listened to this one, but I didn't listen to this one. It says, Tom, do podcasting. I can exactly pinpoint and listen to one I want to listen to and make it a long one. Do a 45-minute podcast where YouTube, the limit, unless you're doing a live stream, is limited to 10-15 minutes, 20 minutes if you're lucky. Do one 45 minutes where you can actually get the story, the whole story. So a lot of people have been saying, can you just please do a podcast so we can listen to the whole story? I'm tired of you doing a live stream and you're saying hi to everybody and you're saying hi and you stop your topic and then you lose your thought. So I got some very extravagant emails. I said, listen, I will sign up for your podcast. Just put them on there. And I've got, it's just been on a few days, 50-something downloads already. And yes, I'm getting viewers and likes and hits. So Joe and Jeannie is on there. So I'm getting quite a few things that way. So I appreciate that. So I will put a link in that if you guys are interested. If you're driving the car down the road, you want to download the podcast. Now, this podcast is on Spotify. They're on Google. They're on iHeartRadio. They're on all the streams. They're on all. So you'll be able to find Tom and Ruth on everybody. It's on Podbean. It's on Samsung. It's on, like I said, Google. It's on many. Tumblr, it's on LinkedIn, it's on everything. So you'll be able to find Tom and Ruth anywhere. So if you got iHeart, what's the other one? I forget the other one. iHeart, Pandora, I'm on those. So I paid the money to get on there. So when I do one, it goes out to all of them automatically and it feeds that. I will also download that to my new podcasting channel. So if somebody want to listen to it, they can listen to it. If they don't, it's okay. It's okay. So just there's it. Yeah. So John Ferris, I will check that out. I sure will. Tom, my bronchitis finally went away. Feeling so much better. High five. Good for you, man. Good for you. Robert Simmons. There's not enough time in the day to watch everyone's channels. Yeah, you can't. You can't. I can't physically do it. When I first started, you guys know this. Most of you are been here from day one, which started probably you guys with your help. They couldn't have done it without you. Because you guys did it. There's probably 100 channels or more we started, maybe more than that. And I'm talking from 0 to now monetized. And BT's a prime example of it. He started from scratch. He didn't even know how to do a video 3 years ago. He's calling, you know, how do I do it? I can't figure it out. And now he's up and running. John Ferris, good morning, John Ferris. Women here in the States are having trouble getting a date if they're under 30 with no kids. Men are learning. Yeah. It's going to come back around. It will come back around. The wine and dine, guys, don't misunderstand me with this. The aspect of, I don't need a man. I just got my wine. I'm going to go home the other day. I don't need a man. Well, they're finding out they're lonely. And they're finding out, yeah, maybe they do need a man. And if they treated someone halfway nice, they might find themselves in a situation instead of going on a date. What do you do for a living? Maybe the woman makes more money than you, and maybe it's an insult for the man, but some men it's not an insult to. They will accept that woman if she makes more money, you know? So age makes no difference, Tom, as long as you love who you are. Panay are with my Panay, loves as much as I love her. Yes, you're exactly right. And age doesn't matter. And it's not about that. It's about, too, when you do find someone, it has to be to do with communication and finding someone that you agree upon and things to do that you agree upon together. If a guy's dating an 18, there is a gentleman right now coming to the Philippines. He's got an 18-year-old he's been talking to. And she's 19 now. And he said he's been talking to her a couple of years. So that means he's talking to her when he's 17 or 16. So, and she may lie to her age. I don't know the whole story on this. This is just what I was told by him to me. So he's coming. He's in his 60s, 67. He's going to be meeting an 18-year-old. Now, for me, I'm 67. I don't have anything. I mean, R is 14. I mean, I'm going to date someone 18. That's not sensible for me in my mind. I can't wrap my head around that. It's hard for me as a man to wrap my head around that. And her cousins, nieces, nephews, 21, 22, 25, and it's hard for me to wrap around that. It's really hard because they don't know how to cook and clean. R does. R can do anything. But not everybody knows how to cook and clean. And the parents have always taken care of them, and they've never had to do anything. Some you have to hold their hand at 22 to cross the road. They're innocent, very innocent. But you're right, Robert. I agree with you. Tom, the bad thing is to learn not to send money to her cell phone, ask for money, red flags. Yeah, exactly. You're right. If they start asking for money, it's usually a good sign, right? Ruth never did. I would ask her, say, listen, and I had to get on her. When you go pick up the money at Western Union, it's been 2, 3, 4 days. You need to go down there and pick that money up. I'm afraid it's going to be disappeared. Okay, we'll go down there today. And really, at the end of the day, she'd go pick it up because I see it got picked up. So I would have to get on to her. So it was not something that she did. I said, "Ara have school. She needs school clothes, whatever." She's okay. But I'd say, "Okay, I'm going to send you whatever." And I'd send her whatever. I don't know. Whatever it was. 50, 60 bucks. Go buy her some clothes. Go buy you some clothes. Whatever. Yeah, my Panay never asked me for anything, Robert's saying. I'm going to start doing live chat. John Ferris, I'm going to start doing live casts soon. It's okay, John. If I tell you what, if you're on, and I know that you're on, and I'm available, I will go on, for sure. Some people get mad at me that I don't go on there, and I can't go on everybody's live stream. I can only go on the ones that I see at the moment I'm available. And as you know, it's hard to go on, and as you know, if someone's on like me for an hour and a half, it's hard for you guys to stay on sometimes. So you say, okay, I'm good right now, 30, 40 minutes, an hour, I gotta go. Tim D, I don't lose my train of thought, I don't think. Charles Huckstead, how you doing? Good morning. Mikado, good morning. Mikado's a great guy there. Hillbilly, the problem, good women take care of their own self-income. She never asks for money. No matter the poor, always trying to own bills. Hillbilly, I tell you what, yes. You should never, ever find yourself in a situation where a good woman, listen, most people, I don't care who you are, including me. I found myself in situations where I needed some help. I needed help. I didn't always have income coming in. I didn't have income coming in like what I do now. I didn't have that. I had a job, but I lost a job, lost my income, and there was a time I needed help. I needed a jump start. But in my mind, I said, I know how to get money. I'm going to make money. But the money didn't come in until 30 days after, because the time that I was making that money, it took them 30 days to pay the bill. And I knew how to make money. It's just I found myself in unfamiliar territory, and it happens. It's sort of like they say in U.S., I got caught with my pants down. And I realized, I said, okay, I need to wake up and stay focused on this. And that's the time whenever I talk to my friends coming here, and I made a decision coming to the Philippines when I was 55. So I saved and I worked, and I worked, and arrived here at 59. 59, 60, and then took my retirement at 62. It's amazing how you say to yourself, okay, and I was able to live okay for 2 years, 3 years on my own with the savings I had and the money I had. John Ferris, Tom, we're connected on Facebook, although the Burns blocked me for 2 days. Oh, but I would like to connect with you on Gmail if you're not already. Okay. Yeah, you can. You can just, or would you put in my young.tom? You on mine? Mama, you on mine? No, nobody's on it. Would you put in my thing? Or I was going to put it in my email address so you can contact me there. My cool podcast, I want to check it out.
Yahoo?
The best channel is still Weekly Gospel. Yeah, Yahoo, young.com. Yeah, I will put a link today on all my videos, and I'll put a link on the podcast channel. It's called Tom and Ruth's Podcast. In fact, I'll put it in here. Yeah. Okay. Tom and I'll put it. And Ruth.
Wait, give me.
Put Tom and Ruth's Podcast on there for Daddy. So let's see. I'll make sure I don't miss anybody here.
Roots?
Yeah, RUTHS.
The S?
Podcasts. Podcast.
That's it?
That's it. There should be a link. I don't know if there's a link. Here, I missed. Here, let me just go in line.
23 at Yahoo?
Yeah, Younger Tom 23. I'll see if you can find that link on Tom and Ruth's podcast. You think you can?
This one?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, Billy.
On where? Where do you find it?
Well, you'll have to go in my. You'll have to get it. Huh? You'll have to go in my channel. There, you're already in it. Just click down on YouTube. Okay, go up to the YouTube. Yeah, I could probably do it. Click right there and find it, and get the share, and put it on.
Where?
Right
Your
there,
channel?
John. Yeah.
Oh, share your channel?
Tom and Ruth's podcast.
There's no podcast here.
I'll find it. I'll find it. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I can't believe that I'm an expert over on this phone. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'll get it here. The problem is sometimes the internet is the problem here. Okay. Here it is. Tom and Ruth's podcast. There it is. Share that, darling. In fact, there's the live stream. British expat. Good morning. Good morning. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm really adamant about this. I'm really adamant about. I don't want to ever miss anybody. Let's see, Tommy K. Yeah, okay. John, you got the links there. Michael, cool podcast. Anyway, she's going to put the link in. Spank the like. Charles, thank you. If you don't want to have children with the birds, don't get married. Exactly. A Filipina, when they get married, depending on age, will want a child. Understandably so. It's okay. They will want a part of you. Yeah? You got it? Communication, honesty is a must in the relationship, and the feeling is mutual. R. Well said. Yes, that's exactly right. There's the podcast, guys. All right, so good morning, Artco. Artco, you had a stream on today. I apologize. I know it was a lot of people on today, and I apologize I'm able to come on. And I will do my best to get it next time. And I apologize. Mark Richard, good morning, sir. Hello, Mark. I will make sure I don't miss anybody. Let's see, John Ferris. Love is not about having kids. It's about living and loving. That's exactly right. John Shoemate, good morning. Omer's down here eating his bone, John. How you doing? Yeah, you're right about that. John, good morning. Hillbilly. Hey, try dating in USA. It's all the women want the money first. That's right. Every bill can't keep their own money. Even women earn their money. Yeah, they do. They do. Jimmy D, good morning. Women sometimes will do that. That's the reason I left there. That's the reason why I left there. I found your podcast channel and sub. Your test worked well. Thank you, Jimmy D. Yeah, it was a test last night I did. It was something I did. It's spur of the moment, and I added music to it. I'm really not. As you guys know, Ruth and R do the better editing than me. I'm more of a shoot from the hip kind of guy, you know. So thank you, Jimmy D. I have a wonderful relationship with my partner. We truly love each other. Robert, that is so nice. That is so nice. And you know what? And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Good morning, Tom. I had an 18-year-old call me on Messenger from the Philippines, wanted a chit chat, and she was beautiful. But Tom, come on, that's way too young. Besides, I told her I'm taken. Yeah, Mark, and you know, I have to tell you this. I was in U.S. and I don't know how in the world they got my number. I guess it was shared or something. But I had a phone call, same situation. Come to find out, I wasn't even planning on coming to the Philippines at that time. And I was on a dating site, but I was not regularly checking it. You know, it's like checking on the weekends and whatever. I was just on there, and I'd have like 45 emails or 2 emails or whatever, and I'd answer them back. And so eventually, I guess it got out. But yeah, I got a call. What would be a good day to go on live? Well, you know what? Depending on where you're at, there time you got to let the time frame. If you want to get the Filipino, you got to do it in the middle of the night. You got to do it at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Is 4 or 5 p.m. here. It's really a good time. Days, I tell you what, the best day, to be honest with you, is 4 or 5 a.m. on Friday morning here. So it'll be Thursday night there. So that would be the best. So 4 or 5 in the evening, 6 in the evening. You can probably go 7 in the evening. They're up because they get up crack of dawn here, and a lot of live streams have done well at 4, 5, 6 a.m. John Expat does a lot of them. Expat Brit, he does a lot of them, and John's here today. That would be a good time. What day would y'all like? Friday's the best day. Always been the best day for me. But you do any day you want. Tom, do people pan for gold in the Philippines? I gotta believe there's a lot of gold there. Just curious. They do. There's a lot of. Let me. They dig for gold. They dig for gold, but the panning situation is questionable. I asked the guy if he pans. He didn't even understand what I'm talking about. I said the pan. He didn't understand it. So they dig for gold, and they use metal detectors. But panning is a big question mark. And yes, there's people get the gold fever here like crazy. There's a couple of people that I know from the church have disappeared because they're panning for gold 7 days a week, and hoping to strike it rich. And I did hear someone did finding gold as a nugget. It's worth quite a bit of money to Filipino. You have to be very careful though. If you find something here in the Philippines, you don't show it. You don't tell anybody. Somebody will take it. Yes, the gold is small amounts. Yeah. Small scale mining is illegal in the Philippines and not regulated. Yeah. If you go on some of the properties, the government will shut you down and they'll watch for that. I mean, the government wants some of that money. There's a show that was on TV here. They shut them down, mining for gold, because they were mining here looking for gold, and they shut them down. Eventually, shut them down, and they couldn't do any more filming here. But yeah, in fact, that's what happens. But there are mining shows here. Art Code, good morning again. Yeah, Hillbilly, Tom, it's okay if you marry or live in with your man or woman, but when the people ask you for money, never meet them. Yeah, the most of them they keep on asking, I take care of the money. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. You're exactly right. A British expat in the Philippines, hello to you both. Have a great day. A British expat does them at 4 or 5 a.m. And he'll go on and he'll talk, and he really does good streams. Really. Hong Island, good morning. How you doing, Hong? Good to see you. Do you do condo? I don't know what that is. Condo? Typo. Condo? Do you ever look at getting tint for your windows at the house? Hong, you know what? Ruth has some a film over the top of them. They do fairly well. we can get some tint. Yeah, we've not done it. We can get some tint. And I do see the glare here. Yeah, there's a big glare here. And it's a big, large glare. Is that too bright for you guys? Yeah, it is a big glare. And even that curtain didn't help, did it? But sorry about that. I didn't realize that. Let's see. Share channel and copy link. Yes. British expat in the Philippines. Good morning. Masspay. Let's see. Chris, good morning. How you doing this morning, Chris? How is everything? Be aware of Filipinos, Makoto saying, who refuse to let you know their Facebook page. Yeah. A lot of what they do is they change their name to that name, and it's not them. And they create a Facebook page. But it's just the games they play. Also, if they have Facebook with you, there's a chance it's a fake one and they don't share the real one. Yeah, there's so many different names that is associated with a Filipina. They can have 3 or 4 different names, and they can misspell them. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. Thank you, Sammy, Kevin P. 275 people in the chat. Oh yeah. Yeah. British Action, thanks for the link. Have the hit button. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Let's go. Connect with me. I would like to come to your stream. Yeah, John Ferris, Artco's a good guy. He does drones, and they always talk about drones and the best drones and the flying. They talk about all good stuff. Anything has to do with drones, Artco's there. Artco's got some nice drones. Hey, Mark, I did not look at them. You know why? You know why? I forgot. You'll have to resend them to me or something. I did. I got them, and I honestly forgot. I forgot. I went to look at them. Something else happened. I will look at them, though. Oh, okay. Well, Arco, my Filipino girlfriend has a channel. Let's see here. Okay. There you go, Arco. Arco, drop her link in here. Drop the channel link. Indeed. Hillbilly. Yeah. I have a beautiful relationship with myself in paradise. You do. You do. So Mark King, is it spinning? It seems good here. That's okay. Mark King, it's on your end. I'm 66, not dated or asked anyone out in 20 years. You're 66. Charles, you look like you're about 50 years old. Really. 4 a.m. is a great time for live. Me and the cock-a-doodle-doos. Yeah, exactly. He does them at 4, and he does a good time. He does good streams. You catch his streams early in the morning. He has a good following. Sammy, I've been on them too. First thing is what you make income, what you do. Don't really care about the looks. Yeah. Let's see. They're so good to chat and talk to you first meeting them, saying I love you. In a couple days they stop chatting, calling you. They find others to talk to. Let's see. So right about the subject. Dating sites. Tom, what's the best time for U.S. viewers? U.S. viewers are on at 7, 8 at night after they get home. So anytime during 7, 8 out, you're 12 hours ahead. So figure that accordingly. That's the best time. 7, 8. Catch them before work. If you want to be really spontaneous, 6 a.m. So do a live stream at 6 p.m. And you'll catch them at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., depending on what part of the country they're from, because they have Pacific and the times there, time zones. So you have to really just be aware of that. But honestly, I found that I used to get more people on when I did them at night, at 6, 7, 8 at night, than I did at 6, 7, 8 in the morning. Because more people are at home, they're more relaxed. Most people on Saturdays and Sundays, good, but a lot of people have church. A lot of people are doing things and out the parks and whatever they're doing, working, cleaning their cars, cleaning their trucks, mowing the yard, things like that. Me too. I stopped going on sites. They're all liars, scammers. I'm guilty that in the past I want to wait months or years to meet someone, and I just find out I don't like them. Expat, it's good in the evening time to Western. Yeah, and that something I do want to add to that. The key is this: you have two different choices there. You have the early birds and you have the late birds. If you go on at 10 p.m. at night, you'll catch the late guys, and those are the guys stay up at 11, 12, 1, 2 in the morning, and there's a lot of those. There's a lot of those. So you go on at 10 p.m. at night, you can catch a lot. You'll be surprised. Ruth and I did a stream one night, and we did it actually 2-3 nights, 9, 10. We had so many people on. It was incredible. It was unbelievable the amount of people. So, back in those days, we'd get a few hundred on at that time. It was busy. We were so busy because people are home. They're sitting and watch TV. They're not doing anything. It's 10 o'clock at night, and they get on. But then you get 6 or 7. You got those early birds, but they're going to spout out. They're going to get out about 8:30 or 9 because they're going to bed. Jobs, life. We say, thanks, Charles. My partner has never asked me for anything. That's why I know she loves me and I love her. Yeah, that's exact. Oh, here's the link. Okay, there you go, guys. Check out Arco's link, guys. For his, the channel name is Savina Faith. There you go. There you go, Arco. Okay. Awesome. Good morning, Pat. How you doing, Pat? Now, Pat's an early riser. How you doing? How's Florida? Pat's early riser. She goes to bed at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Joke. But Pat, you get up early though, right? How's everything with you? Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you. The great lady, guys. She doesn't have a channel. She's just she's like Judy Fisher. Here to help everybody else. Really great lady. Good morning, Sunday morning, Scott Ramey. Glad to see you too. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, Sammy. Robert, you're welcome. Okay. Sorry, I just had to put together a baked cheese pasta in the oven because I had very special lady come for dinner. She is the MLA for my area. What is the MLA? What does that stand for? Manager. What does that stand for? I don't know what that means. John Ferris, MLA. In the province there, where you're at? Yeah, you know what? Relationships is funny. Here's something too. If you're want to do a live stream every once in a while, you got to be consistent. You can't have a live stream at 3 one day and 7 the other and 2 the next day. You got to be consistent so people know that you're on. If you're inconsistent, you're going to find that most people will will eventually just shy away. That's what happens to a lot of the big vloggers. They don't have any set times. I noticed the other day there's a couple of big vloggers that were doing streams before, and they would really rock it and do it and have 5,000 views on them and have 200, 300, 400 people on all the time. But then they would come on inadequate times and people couldn't find them, and they just eventually wondered. One emailed me and says, why is my streams dying? I said, they're dying because no consistency. You got to stay on the same time, same day, every week, so people understand you're there, so you can come on, so they can communicate with you. If not, you're going to find yourself in a situation that you're going to find there's nobody on the streams. And that's really what happened. And the next time they get whatever. So they were really upset about that. She is a member of the parliament. Oh, okay. Okay, parliament. Oh, yeah, feed her well, man. No kidding. Slide her little gold underneath on her fork there. Yeah, to say hey. So, but that's nice. That's nice, John. Good for you. Hey, Tom. It's 9 p.m. in USA. It's a good time to do it in the Philippines. Yeah. 9 a.m. is good for me here because you guys are up, this, that, and other. 9 a.m. for me is good. 9 or 9:30. I used to do them at 8, remember, but people were getting up and this, that, and other. But 9's good for me. I was thinking about starting back up again Monday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday again. I'm not really sure about that. But I'm thinking about starting another day. Not starting at 4 of them, but start another day, maybe Wednesday or maybe Friday morning, and do a live stream for a little while, even if it's just an hour or so, and get back in consistency of doing those again. Because I can answer a lot of questions where people are asking me. The reason I'm getting a lot of emails is because I'm not doing a lot of live streams, and people can't come on and ask me questions like a couple have here today already. If not, I would get the email and they would ask me the questions. And sometimes here a simple question is, hey Tom, I'm coming to the Philippines and I need a throwaway ticket. What is the best site to get a throwaway ticket? And I would get that question in email. Now I can answer the best place to get the throwaway ticket. If you go in my description and go down, you'll see a link and buy a throwaway ticket there. It costs you $10. So when you're flying that way, it shows you're coming to the Philippines and you're flying back out. That's what they want to see. So, hello, yeah. So, good evening in California. Good evening, Brother Christopher. How you doing? Good morning, Sunday in the Philippines. You look good this morning, Tom. How is life treating you? Life is fantastic. And yeah, life is okay. I got my coffee, and I'm doing good. All is okay. I got some food in my belly. I cheated and grabbed a couple pieces, small pieces, bites of cake that was cut off, the existing cake. And because Ruth has a cake order today. We had sometimes I sneak and say if the girls are outside or something, I may go in the fridge and see if I can find a little snack. And sometimes I'll sneak and do that. I started walking and trying to drop a couple of pounds. And I was in CDO the other day, and there was a lady that I was standing talking to, and she goes, Tom, do you lose weight? I go, did I? I said, yeah, did I really? He goes, yeah, you lost weight. I go, really? She goes, yeah, you look good. I go, wow, I did not know. I said, Ruth, did I lose weight? She looks at me all funny and says, not really. No, you look the same as you did. Your belly's big as a mountain now. But it must have been my shirt. I must look thin in my shirt.
No, you cannot notice things you are always live together.
Yeah,
People will not.
that's true too. That's true too. Yeah, you only notice things like if I was to cut my hair or something out of the ordinary, or if I decided I was going to have bangs and I cut my hair. That's when you notice things like that, you know. But you don't really know. But you know too, it's true. If you're with someone or a family member or friends and they see you all the time, they don't notice it. Someone else may notice that you lost weight since the last time they saw you. And me, it could have been the shirt because I wore a big shirt that day. You know, and let's see. Should I make? Oh yes. Hillbilly, yeah, 9 p.m. U.S. is a good time to do it in the Philippines. Yes, 9 p.m. Hillbilly, yes. John Ferris, should I make garlic toast to go with the pasta? Yes, you should. And are you making just regular bread toast? That good thick Texas bread is good. I like that. John Ferris, yes. You're the best. Help me get my channel going on YouTube. Yeah. Getting channels going is really hard. And it's really hard. And I put that on last night, and I guess some of the people found that podcast, and I got 16 subscribers. And so I was amazed this morning, and I got, I don't know, 130, 40 views on it, and it was only 16 seconds. So I was like, oh wow, that's good. I think there's a need for it because there's so many people stuck in traffic. There's so many people stuck in traffic, and they can't. So well, I'm tired of listening to heart radio. I'm tired of listening to this. I'm tired of listening to that. I will listen to this. Sometimes you like some goofy guy like me here in the Philippines, just to listen to Tom. And so that's the reason why I did that. So we'll see how it goes. Coffee 3-in-1 instant ones. Personally, I hate those instant type coffees. I only drink brewed coffee from the coffee beans. You know, Makoto, this Folgers I'm drinking, USA brand. I don't like the 3-in-1s or the bakes. I don't like any of that coffee they have here. I can't eat it unless I want to die. I'm 67. Unless I want to die at 68, because all that is sugar. You're just drinking pure sugar. So I said, okay. So I paid $20 for a big container of Folgers, and I have it. It'll last me a couple months. I refuse to, and I have a percolator. I just put the grounds in there. Fresh ground's the best. But finding a grinder that can grind the beans might be a problem. Even though you might buy 3 or 4 grinders, they may work or they may not work. All 3 has not worked. So you have to try to find something that works here. I've given up buying anything. I've given it up. I'm not buying nothing else in the Philippines. Not one thing am I buying in the Philippines unless it comes to the United States of America. I'm not buying any more anything. Unless I see it and I touch it and I feel it and I use it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying anything from Lazada no more. I'm not buying any of that stuff. Everything we bought is junk. It don't even last. Can't even turn it on. Batteries don't work. The switch don't work. Something don't work. The only thing that I bought works is TV, and it lasted 3 years. Okay? Paid $150 for it. I guess it's okay. 3 years. A 32-inch. Okay. John Ferris Pansco. The guy who stole the key breaking the law, that's for sure. Yeah. R. Wall, thanks for watching. I'm really having a hard time dealing with this here. Hang in there. I got to go enjoy the stream. Working now. Working time. Okay. See you later. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time. And God bless. And thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it, Sammy. Kevin P. Pasta. Good idea. You know what? Pasta would be good today. I hear Malaysia's now open to everyone now. And now even unvaccinated. Yes, I heard that too. There's a couple of guys that have that got the vaccinations got sick, and they're not allowed to take the vaccinations. They could die. So, guy asked me this morning, is Philippines open yet? I said no, it's not. But I heard that Malaysia was. Anyone out there on the chat are losing you, Tom? I keep losing them in California. Anyone out there on the chat, you are losing. I keep losing them in California. Okay. I'm a victim of too many times. I'm done. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Everything I bought there is junk. It's junk. Although I have to say, I did buy the bikes there. That's good. I did buy some tools there. That's decent. We did buy like a crock pot that was good. A rice cooker that's good. I think I'm really talking about small items like just stuff. Chargers and things like that is kind of like junk, you know. John Ferris, I got a cold beer in the fridge. Anyone wants to come and talk? Okay. You would have so many people at your house, it would be unbelievable. Everybody would come talk to you, right? John Ferris, come to the Philippines and teach me how to pan for gold. Yeah, Mark, that would be kind of good, wouldn't it? When he does come, I'm going to have him teach me how to pan. Panning for gold is an art. It's an art. It's like anything else. It's like a mechanic. I mean, you got to know where to find the gold. It's saying your car breaks down, you don't know how to fix your car. A mechanic can figure it out. Same thing with someone like John that teaches how to pan for gold, and not only is a teacher, he's kind of an expert in finding it. And now there's many people that's gone and found gold there with him, and I think he lets them keep the gold. In fact, I'm 99% positive he lets them keep the gold they find. So that's really a good thing. You find gold, that's really a good thing. You know that they help you keep it. Let you keep it. Good morning, Graham. Is that beer? I'll take that beer. John Ferris, I'm working on it. I don't know, Tom, if you're going to get this, but I'll watch the rerun tomorrow. I have internet Wi-Fi problem. Don't keep it fading in and out. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Christopher, I'm so sorry. It's an internet on your end. My end is coming in fine because I can actually see myself. Oh, hold on. I can actually see myself here. So I know that I'm going good, and I know I'm having a pretty good internet because if I can see myself, that means it's going through YouTube there in California, and it's coming back here, and I'm getting fairly decent speeds. It may. Well, I don't know. It should be streaming at least 4K. I don't know if it's getting 4K. The picture should be quality clear. Well, let me take it back. It is, because look at that picture. I'm streaming from the Samsung Note 10 plus, and it gives a better quality picture. And I do have 5G here, but I don't know if I'm probably not streaming 5G. Yeah, all three of us pan together. You ain't kidding, man. Internet's fine here in Cambodia, no problems. Omer, quit eating that. Omer, I'm gonna get your mother on you. Yeah, we'll pan together. Too bad, I don't think. Yeah, Graham. Good morning, Graham. There's a pen and gold in Baguio. It's amazing to see how my own two eyes. It's under their house. Very dangerous. Oh, really? Really? There was guys up in Luzon that showed the pictures, and I think it was Ruth showing me where they were digging a hole underground, and there's nothing shoring it up. Like it's like clay walls or mud, and they're in there digging. Little, Filipino are in there. It's small area. I mean, Filipino get in there fine, but a big American, there's no way in the world he'd get in. He'd have to be crawling in there. When I get in a multi-cab, I have to crawl on my knees to get in. Yeah, so it's not something that I enjoy, believe me, getting the multi-cab. Since I have the van, it's nice, you know. But I got something today I want to send you, Tom. You must message me. Okay. Well, just send it to me in my email. I put the email in there. You can find it. Just message me. Oh, okay. Tom, your stream is 720 max. I have 4K monitor on my desk, and you can watch 4K content on YouTube. I see. Okay. The stream is 720. 1080. I set it at 1080. I don't know if I'm getting 1080. But I set it at 1080. And that's what I set all my videos at, 1080. Now, it saves them in 4K. But I think YouTube is streaming 1080 pixels. I know that I save it on 4K because that's how I save it. It gives me an option on the phone. You want to save this in 4K, or do you want to save it in 720, 1080, whatever you want to save it on 360. And I save it in 4K. So it streams whatever it streams, you know. But you're right, because YouTube doesn't have the availability to do that, I don't think. I will message you. Yeah. John Ferris, I have to ship it to you. Oh, you had to ship it to me. Okay. I'm watching at 720. I see. Okay. So it's going 720. Okay. You need 1080p camera to live stream in 1080p. 1080p. Okay. This is a 1080p camera, isn't it? Aren't these 1080s, honey? Yeah. Now I may be coming at 720, but the 1080. Well, it's the Note 10 Plus. It has so many things on this thing. It can. I have a pen that comes with it, right? And so I can take the pen. I can click it and take a picture. You can zoom in on the picture and click it and take another picture. You can zoom in on that picture and take another picture, and then you can put all kinds of designs and everything on the screen. Then what it also gives me it's called Pro. Then if someone's running and they jump in the air, you can freeze it and it catches them up in the air. I'm not used to have stuff that R can do with this thing. R can do wonders with it. If I could get her to do my thumbnails, I'd probably get 1 million views. But it gives availability. And you don't, and say for instance you want to take do a movie. Well, and say there's running in it. Well, it has the auto stabilization in it. It has its own, so you don't get that. It has auto stabilization, so you don't get the bounce. But it actually can, if you want to zoom in on a voice or zoom in, it actually zooms in. So this is what I stream my podcast with, because there's multiple microphones on it, and it gives me availability that I can. One of my voice, you can tell it zoom in just on my voice and say background noise is air conditioner in the background. You can actually take that part out, and which I do sometimes, and then take that out. It's just hassle, and then it zooms in that way. Same thing on a picture, but there's so many things that I've not even learned the stuff on this thing. Let's see. Okay, some cameras are compatible with 1080, but native resolution. I see. Okay. I see 1080. I'm on 5G unlimited 2 tera. I'm good. Yeah, John Ferris. There's gold in the creeks about 30 miles west of me. Not a lot. It's very fine. Man, I'd take it if I could get it. If I could get out there and do it. Charles Huckstad, we call that fly poop. Yeah. No, some cameras compatible 1080, but native resolution is 720. I see. Okay. I'm on auto at 720. I see. Are you in the Philippines, Charles? He's home. Yeah, I won't get a fly high. I'm watching at 480p. It's about the camera on the screen. Yeah, watching live on depends on your internet connection. Yeah, yeah, that's true. The speed on these is 100 up, 100 down, is what I'm getting now. But I don't know what I'm getting as far as the resolution on that. I have it set at 1080. I don't know if it's not streaming at 1080. I don't know. Mark Richards. Some Pros is good because it has stabilized at 1080. I just make sure for the stable internet. Yeah, you're right. This has a stabilizer at 1080. It actually, I can run with it and it just shows an even stream. There's so many. It has also a. You can actually take this and say, for instance, you're doing a movie. You know how they do the scenes in, the scenes out, and all that stuff. And I can actually make a really nice movie out of things if I take the time and do it. You know, like you think you're watching TV. It has so many things on there. It has its own particular editor. Are there a few fast food restaurants in the Philippines? Yeah, it does. It's done about some process stabilizer. Keith, there's many. There's all the same restaurants you have in USA. The problem is that the supply chain may be broken. You may not be able to get a Big Mac at McDonald's, and you may not be able to get what you want. The problem is this may be just a little bit more pricier because it's a franchise, and pricey because a lot of the stuff is coming out of Thailand. I was looking at something the other day where Jollibee's is coming out of Manila, but there was a restaurant we're looking at. It was coming out of Thailand. Like all the burgers and things like that from McDonald's are coming out of Thailand. The Dunkin' Donuts and things like that, Starbucks and things like that. It's a little difference in taste. The Starbucks here is great and fantastic, but the tastes are different in the U.S. than they are here. Whipped cream may not be 100% whipped cream. The coffee grounds itself are fine, but sometimes the other caramel and things like that a little bit different. Coca-Cola, it's not Coca-Cola here. It's not, you go get your Coca-Cola in a bottle, 2-liter bottle. It's not the same as a Coca-Cola in the United States. It tastes different. It's manufactured different. It tastes different. It's in the water. I don't know. But it does taste different. It's like you can go to Shakey's Pizza, and then Shakey's Pizza is U.S., and it's different than what it tastes here. Longhorn, same. They're here. But Longhorn, for example, is very pricey. Yeah, so expensive. Outback. Can't afford to go in there. But you can go to Outback and get the early bird special in U.S., come out of there 20, 30, 40 bucks. Here, 20, 30, 40 bucks won't touch Outback here. There's many restaurants that are chain here, but and you'll find too, school's back. Every chain, every restaurant you go to, 60% kids, college kids, are at these fast food restaurants. You won't be able to find a chair. I don't care where you go, what you do. I don't care what time of the morning, noon, or afternoon. They're still sitting there from 3 hours ago. That's their hangouts. Jollibee, McDonald's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I've never seen a Taco Bell, but they're all hang out. Their backpacks and school books and all the stuff. They may get out of school at noon, and it's all ages. It's not just college. It's kids that are at 10, 12, 14. Like, what are they doing out of school? They're packed. We noticed that the other day in CDO. We got the last chair available. Then a couple more chairs became available after I sat down after about 10 minutes. But honestly, it was packed and it was out the door. 70, 80% were kids. I'm talking kids. I'm talking kids under 20. It's like school is back. That's the only problem about the Philippines. I have to tell you. They've learned, you can go to 7-Eleven, you can't get in and find a seat. College kids. No matter where you go, kids. And the parents are funding these kids on getting the food and everything else. But it is really, it's almost unbearable at times. So you better plan and take some food with you in the car. Ruth and I thought about that. I was thinking about just bringing some food with us or stopping at 7-Eleven. While you're stopping at 7-Eleven, good luck on finding a seat. Eat in your car. And so we started eating in our car. They don't have a lot of seats here for anywhere you go. Now, the restaurants, not the chain focused restaurants, but the restaurants themselves, the true blue restaurants that you go in, you're going to spend $20. You're going to see no kids. But you go in, you'll be surprised how much money these kids have. And see, the economy's hurting here? Nah. You can't see it. You can't tell it by me. These kids are spending, 3, 4, 5, 600, 700 peso for lunch. They got money. Then you got some that don't have money. They're spending 50 peso. They're just getting rice. It's crazy. I've never seen so many kids, and they're all on the streets, all on the highways. You can tell school's back. Oh boy. I got a question. Is caribou the same as beef when it's served there? Yes, it is. It's the same, but the difference is it's very rich. Meaning it's very lean, very lean. It's a different taste. Omer, stop eating that. It's very lean. It's very lean. Not a lot of fat in it. And so you got to add fat. Let's see. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I do fast food. My internet connection is 1 gig up and down, but max I can get around 700 up and down. I'm a gamer and easy to stream 4K on Twitch. Oh, I see. Okay. So 1 gig up and down. Yeah. I think about getting the Samsung A73 phone for videos. Hey, isn't that the phone we bought, our A73? Yeah. R has that phone. It'll do fine. It'll do fine for videos, Tim. That's the phone I bought for RR, the A73. It's fine. I got a question. Yeah, Caribou. Okay, yeah. Texas Roadhouse? No. My most favorite place, Texas Roadhouse. No Texas Roadhouse that I'm aware of. But I could be wrong. The guys tell you here. Texas Roadhouse, no Texas Roadhouse, but there's a Roadhouse grill. It's not the same as the Texas Roadhouse. No peanuts, any of that stuff. I don't drink pop. I drink beer. Let's hear it for the Red Horse. There you go, John Ferris. High five for the Red Horse. Charles, Burger King's burgers seem worse now. Maybe less beef. More I saw one. Yes. And you know what? I don't know. I know the hamburgers here are not. I use Sony V10 camera for my streams on Twitch. Smartphone resolution too low, even on a high-end phone. Yeah, I don't have a digital camera. We do have digital camera. And we found that the phones did better. Like this is a Mi Max Samsung phone. It does really good. It's a good phone. It's we've had this thing. I've had this one for 3 years or 4 years now. And we had the other version. We decided to go Samsung because it's just it was easier. Jordan Johnson, good morning. Good morning. Yeah. How Tom? Got to be cheeky and lazy here. I'm new to your channel. I haven't watched many vids, but damn, I'm interested to know how much you paid for that. Expound on house, how to land this on. Jordan Johnson. Well, I'll answer that for you. How about that? That means you need to watch more videos. Joke. $9,200. $9,200. Bought it in China. Delivered here, all said and done. $12,000. Cost. Shipping. From China here. $12,000. Lot, delivered on the lot, $12,000. Includes the crane, includes all that, includes the food for the truckers, includes us going out to eat, includes us going to Davo, includes everything. The lot, we have 2 lots, 10 by 30. Each lot, we paid $2,200. So we paid $4,400 for the 2 lots, plus that. Total invested, 12 plus 4,400, 16,400, all said and done. Now listen, 2 things. Make sure you put it on a thick slab. Make sure you don't have, if there's earthquakes in your area, double thickness the slab. We got a small lean in the house because the concrete slab. Okay? Because earthquakes broke it. What do? Lift the whole house back up again, reset it? Don't know what you do. 1/4 inch off, 1/4 inch off. All right, so anyway, you can actually ship it here pretty reasonably. I think they got a little cheaper prices now, but don't quote me on it. Just go to the link on any video that I have. There's a link in there where I bought the house. It doesn't matter what video it is. There's a link in there. Just click it. Talk to Rose. She'll help you. There you go, Jordan. Any other questions, just ask. Coca-Cola in Philippines uses real cane sugar, not high fructose corn syrup, so that's why it tastes different. Graham, KFC is edible. Yeah, it tastes like it was steamed 2 weeks ago. It's also quite soggy. That's food quality seems to be completely dependent on franchise, some better than others. Graham, McDonald's. Man, they fill up those fries. They don't fill them up to the rim with brim coffee. They fill them up just very little. It drives me insane. I can't take it when I don't get enough fries. Small fries come in a pack. Like this, you might like get 30, 40 fries. Yeah, it's inedible. Greetings from San Francisco, California. Gary T, high five. Why do you think there are more young guys asking me about the Philippines? Seem to be a long way from retirement. They're a long ways. They're asking me, a lot of younger guys, 30, 35, 40 years old. I'm coming to the Philippines. How do I get there? What do I need to do? I'm asking a lot of young guys. Get this. Average age in my videos, 35 to 45. Who would have thought? I thought it was 65 to whatever, or 50 to whatever. Average age, 35 to 45 now, today, as it seems. I think it's because got money or found money or something. I don't know. Or found a beautiful Filipina. I don't know, but they're asking. I am 37. I'm thinking about retiring to the Philippines. What's the best thing I need to do? I'm 29. I am retiring to the Philippines. This was just yesterday's emails. There's 2 of them right there. And I don't know. I use Canon PowerShot. Wi-Fi capable for my videos. There you go. Guarantee, you know what? I'm thinking about that. I wonder what would cause it to be that way. You know? I don't know. It's something, right? Tim D, I went to mall and restaurants. I lined 60 more waiting to get into the restaurant. Tim D, it's crazy. I've never seen it. We got into Jolly Bees. We got lucky. We got in and found a table. I looked up and there was a line out close to the door. It's within 10 feet of the door. And there was probably, I don't know, 50 people in line. I'm not kidding you. It was packed. It was packed. I told Ruth, I can't believe it. And yeah, it was just incredible. BT, good morning, BT. How you doing? Welcome. I meant new fast food like Jollibee. Any Filipino no. I don't know. Tagleras or Tagleros or whatever, that's one. But no, not really. Not that I know of. Filipino love American fast food. They'll go there first. Now, there are some cheap ones here. They just serve one piece of chicken and some rice, and it's 99 peso. And I think you get a drink with it. I'm not sure. Is it Tagleros you get a drink? No. I'm not really sure about it.
The price is 99 and 15.
Oh, 15 peso for the drink. A real camera is much better than a smartphone camera. Yeah. Why? Because autofocus is virtually instant on camera compared to a smartphone camera, which are made for photos, not videos. Yeah. That's what that Pro does on this iPhone 10. It autofocuses on it. It autofocuses on the person. Puts a square, so if the person's moving, it takes a square and it moves it to that thing. It autofocuses automatically. These tins are kind of nice. Not saying that that is better than the other one. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's what that Pro does. I was trying to say, but I couldn't think of it. It autofocus is on the person. And it only does it on videos out that way. It will not do it on here because it's really for video. It's for videos. The Pro. It's called Pro Video, and it streams it. It has auto stabilization. It has so many features on it. It's incredible. Pumpkin Joe, good morning. Good morning. Tom, the 7-Eleven situation with school kids is the same in some parts of New Spaghetti as well. You have to go in one and out of the way. I tell you what, it is. We went to go get some ice cream one day, me and some friends, and we were there, and there was no seating available, and there's standing room out there, and they're all there. No, they were there when we got there. They were there when we left. They were there 40 minutes later when we drove by. And I just happened to look. Same girls out there with a backpack, same things. I have no idea what they're doing. I have no idea why they take up all the tables. Are they buying stuff? Sure, they're buying stuff. Do all of them buy? No. But they take up all the tables. They should make it to where unless you're a patron there, you can't take up the tables. But they lose business because of it. But they don't care. That's one thing I just really don't like about the Philippines. That's one thing I really don't like. They don't care if they lose the customer or not. They don't care if they make you mad. They don't care. They don't care if you're upset. Sorry, it's okay. Bye. See ya. Don't come back. It's okay. And they always seem to be fine about that. And it just really just grabs me behind because I had to bend over backwards so many years to people that I really just didn't like. And so many years. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. You're displeased with our store. I'm so sorry you're not happy with what we did here. What can I do to make it right with you? You know, and I had to do that millions of times. And eventually it got to the point where it's like, oh man, who's complaining now about what? Well, it's like, oh man. But here, they don't care. They say, okay, fine, bye. Gary T, would you invest in a drone for the channel? I would. Ruth wants one. Yeah, Ruth wants one. She wants one, especially if we go to U.S. Let's grab more of the things here. Scenery here is great, fantastic. You just grab a bunch of trees and the mountainsides, which is fine, but a lot of guys are doing that. But it's like you can't fly them in a lot of places here. They'll shoot them down. You can't fly them. You got to have, it needs to be, there's many no-fly zones. So you have to, around here the south's fine, certain areas fine, but you can't fly these things just anywhere. They'll shoot them down. You can't do it. You have to be very careful about what you fly. Because you guys think about that. There's a reason for that. You guys know what that is, right? They don't let anybody just fly that stuff. So you have to really get permission by the police department, by the military, and everything before you start flying drones, because they have their own up there. So you have to watch your P's and Q's. I don't care where you're at in the Philippines. It don't matter. Oh, I fly mine all the time. This guy says to me, "Oh, I fly mine all the time." I said, "You do?" He goes, "Yeah." "Oh, I don't ever have any problem." You're crazy. He messaged me last month and says, "You got shot down. I don't know who would shoot at my drone." I said, "What do you mean? Somebody shot it down with a gun." I go, "They did?" I go, "Yeah, it's target practice." Kidding me? And I said, "You're not supposed to fly those things anywhere." I said, "Well, who shot?" He goes, "I don't know. It's got bullet holes all in it." I'm laughing so hard. So you have to be very careful. And I said, "You get another drone?" "Nope. That cost me $400. I ain't spending no more money on that." But I love flying my drone. But it sure did. It got shot down. It's like anything, you know. You can't just go over here. You can't go over here. You can't go over here. But you can go here. It's okay. It's like that. But true. Yeah, I would get one. YouTube, good morning, King, good morning, Keith Richards, good morning, Green, John Ferris, good morning. I put 3,000 Canadian in my videos and channel the equipment. It was most expensive. Oh my God. I only put $10 in my channel. Actually, no, I didn't put any money in my channel. Not $1 because the phones I had, so I just streamed from whatever phone I had at the time. I had a Samsung when I came here, and that's what I did originally. And I was always a Samsung guy. But I worked for iPhone, but they made me get an iPhone. So I had an iPhone but they paid for it, of course. But I don't like iPhones. iPhones, the technology. Even if you work for iPhones, I jump. So too many problems, too many issues, and software updates, and too many things going on there. Too many internal problems on those phones. So Samsung, I dropped them, banged them, dropped them in the water, put it in rice, stepped on them, fell out of car, done everything on it, pick them back up, and they work. This thing's been dropped so many times. This this Note 10's been dropped so many times, and I dropped it in the rain. Well, I was worried, and I realized, oh, they're waterproof. They're waterproof. So you can drop it in a bucket of water. It's okay. Just pick it back up and use it. Texas Roadhouse in Manila, there's a YouTuber that raves about it all the time. His name is Steve from the Philippines Info Channel. He goes there twice a month. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not know did not know. Cheers for the info. Thank you, Jordan. You're welcome. Anytime. Anytime. I'm hearing that a lot of experts leave the Philippines. John Ferris, yeah, they are. In fact, I think it was Philly just did a video on that. And so did Old Dog said that other guy's leaving. Somebody else did a video, another big vlogger said they're leaving. Yeah, a lot of guys are leaving. Yeah. I would say, like in my area, there's no one left. Just me and a couple guys. That's it. There was 10, 15, 20. Now they're all gone. They're back to States, back to Australia, back to New Zealand, back to UK. And the reason why they're leaving is there's many different reasons. Main one is food. Choice of foods is selective and it's very expensive. In other words, they're living back in the States cheaper than what they can live here for. And it's getting out of sight. I'll just be honest with you, it's out of sight here on things. The only thing cheap here is your service industries, your haircuts, your things like that. Get your aircon worked on, car worked on. Other than that, it's same old Joe. I know that I can live in U.S. cheaper. I know I can than I'm living here. Not saying it. I only use about $700, $800 a month here, but I can live really cheap there in the U.S. I was doing it before. I've been looking at some RVs lately, and the prices are increasing back up on those. I want to get me an RV. Yeah, John, it's like, here's an example. The people are leaving here. It's either relationship communication issues. Some are going back because they're taking their wife back to the States, and it's easier there for them because, how can I say this? See, I can say this on my podcast, but I can't say it here. Traveling is easy today. Maybe tomorrow not so. You guys understand that? Cool, man. You can get out and go wherever today. Fairly. Let me say this fairly. But tomorrow, big question mark here. So, some guys are saying right. I'm really trying to get the USCIS as fast as I can. I'm on them all the time. Updates can get. I really want. I really, if I could leave tomorrow, I would. There would be no one here but Ollie in this community here. And Tom Shipman. No, Tom Shipman's staying in the States. What am I saying? I meant Rick Morris. He's there. A lot of guys are staying. They love it. Said no problems. And that's fantastic. But see, after you're here a period of time, 6, 7, 8 years, it's different. Tom, you need a gimbal for your videos. Shot from inside your van. I have the same thing. You're not 720 at least, 1080 at least. Yeah. I have the same thing you have, Tom. You are not going at 710, at least 1080 at least. I say, okay. I'll call you gimbal for your shots inside your van. Yeah. I have a gimbal. To be honest with you, those gimbals are nice. I paid a couple $100 for it from US, bought it. It's nice. I think that what I really need to do is do a van is set up this camera correctly in the van and not have it, and because it has the gimbal built in the phone, and she didn't have the gimbal activated on this when she did the video the other day. And I told her, I said, we need to put the gimbal activation on, put the Pro on, and put the gimbal on so it has it. But it was just too many things. We're tossing and turning that van so much because the mountain roads are so scary, But I do need, I have one. I think I missed on average of viewer age. Perhaps I'm a long way off. I know I'm a long way off. I mean, I can't believe it. 35-year-olds watch my videos and loving it. And I love that. 29-year-old told me the other day that he said that the one that was saying, I'm retiring and coming there. And I said, you're retiring? He says, well, yeah, I'm going to retire. I'm going to come there for a year or two, and then I'm going to head back to the States for my filipina. It's okay. Fast food will speed due to the gravy. It does. You have a Popeye there, Cookie Tom? There is no Popeyes that I'm aware of where I'm at. None where I'm at. They probably made some in Cebu or Manila. But there's no Popeyes in CDO. I don't know about Davao. Davao may have a Popeyes. After going to Brad's home at Fry's, I can't stand my fast food fries. I don't even call them fries at all. Yeah. I tell you what, Mark King, I love fried chicken. I love it. And I love it. I wish we could get it all the time. Your trip here came ride with us here in the Philippines was too shaky. Yeah, it was. It was. She used this camera, but it has a setting on it. You have to turn it on to the gimbal and turn it on to so it doesn't shake. And then it has auto stabilizer built in on the phone, and it works really good. What's she doing?
My hair, almost done.
So, auto stabilizer gives availability that you can just the phone itself is auto stabilized in the Pro version. She had it set on another setting, and so it did, but it does have it. T-Rex, good morning, good morning. From Kentucky. Where you at in Kentucky? What part of Kentucky you from? Scott Ramey, I looked it up. Display resolution. Okay, display resolution is at 3040, 1440. Okay, Scott, thank you. My mistake was selling my 3 houses and kind of moving to Thailand at 40 to retire. I didn't do it or I hired land manager to retire the houses out. Yes, me too. I should have done that to my house. I didn't do it. But I sold the house, then bought an RV, lived in an RV. Should have probably kept the house, rented it out, and still have an RV. Why not? I enjoy the life. I like the freedom. Honestly, here, you're kind of stagnant around the area you're in. You go 100 miles this way, 100 miles this way, 100 miles this way, 100 miles this way. Okay, now let's go to another island. But it takes you all day to get there. Well, sometimes 2 days. And RR is in school. So that means I'm stuck. I have, in U.S., I could put RR in school. I could drive down to Miami and spend 4 or 5 hours down there and come back and beat her at the house. But here, you can't do that. You can't do that. And that drives me insane. Say I lived in Daytona. I'd go to St. Pete for the day and come back and everything would be okay. Because I know the times. What's the best way to the interstate, the best way to go. Go the back roads where I know how to go. I know how to get around. 7 years ago I did. I'm sure it's not changed that much. But it's like, here, I'm stuck. I said, well, hey, Chichi, where can we go? Well, we can't go there because that's not a good area. But we can't go over there. I was picking up Claude one day. I got to tell you this story. I was picking up Claude one day. We're driving down the road. He said, Tom, we're taking him to the airport. Tom, see that area over there? See the white flag? I go, yeah, what's that? I've never seen a white flag. He says, the white flag is, don't go there. I go, really? He goes, see the white flag over there? I go, yeah. See one over there? I go, yeah. That means you go on their property. And I go, really? He goes, yeah. And you go over here, white flag, white flag, white flag. I go, wow. I said, is this true? And Jessica said, yeah, it's true. No. Any areas you see white flags, don't go. So if you see them, and you guys are here, say you're up Luzon. There's a Luzon too. Anywhere, Visayas, see white flags, don't go. White flags does not mean peace and stability. I go, really? I got scared. I go, it's okay here? Yeah, it's okay here on the highway. But yeah, those areas. I go, wow, I learned something. But yeah, all over. So I go, wow. Now we were going up mountain CDO on those high mountains, and we saw the white flag. Yeah. And those Sulods up there, the mountain people, tribal, and there'd be 100 huts on the mountain, and then you go another way, 100 huts on the mountain, and then you see signs. Posted, no trespassing, posted. And the reason why is the Sulods will go in and build a house in an area, and they would take an area over that's not theirs. And so they have it all locked off and things like that. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is here in the Philippines. It's not just here. It's many areas like that. Let's see. Hold on. I'm passed up my camera. Yeah, it was very shaky, and I agree. My mistake was selling my 3 houses, man. I know. You can change the resolution by going to settings in the camera. I know. I do. I try to. It's perfection. My imperfection. That's why individuals should have patience. Or walk. Oh man, I need patience. I don't have it. My favorite manifest is Pizza Hut. I like Pizza Hut. Greenwich Peach is pretty good here. It's fair. It's okay. It's not perfect. It's okay. Flying a drone, Tokyo fines $10,000. You won't catch me flying one. Without patience, we're therefore so presented to have control. Yeah, 10,000. Wow. Good morning, Brother Tom, traveling writer. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming on. I'm stamping out my foot, laughing at that. Rice toilet, broken phone. My patience always tested when my neighbor playing their component ratings. Diggy Spaz. Man, where you been? You need to come on more. No, I'm kidding. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, man. Diggy. All is well, Diggy. Long time no see. Where you been? Nice to see you. Or walk. Graham. West Big Deal. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, it's great. It's Canadian that flew a drone over the Prime Minister's restaurant. That's your $15,000. Oh, I'm laughing because I see it all the time. They'll take those drones and they'll disappear on you. Wonder what happened to your drone. Yeah, it's a turkey chasing Omer. Omer chasing turkey. 57. Eve, good morning. God bless, and thank you so much, Eve, for coming on. Japan is a dangerous place to fly drone. They're defense bases as well, military bases. Yeah, you can't fly them around here. There's a lot of military bases. And not only military, there's other things that you shouldn't fly around. So you shouldn't just fly a drone here. In fact, drone is questionable here. Very questionable. You can fly, I can fly one right here, but I need to go to Barangay Cap and get clearance before I start flying one here. And I think he's got to call the city, police department. What are the most questions that guys are asking about the Philippines? How much does it cost? Where should I live? Can I find a Filipina? Is there one that won't cheat me? And what's the other one? How to find a Christian Filipina? There's like 10 more. I can't think of them right now. There's many. You think I'd be okay? Is it safe there? Like that. Is it safe? Is it safe? The number one question, is it safe? I think most questions about the Philippines about the girls and cost of living. Yeah, is it safe? I get more questions about is it safe than I do anything. Is it safe to come? In fact, apparently some news came out in the U.S. in the last couple of days. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. People are telling me there is. I don't know. That things are changing here. And so, and this something happened. I don't know. I don't watch the news, so I don't keep up with it. I don't watch the news here. I don't watch the news in the U.S. Something happens. It's on Facebook. Ruth tells me. She's on the pulse. I'm not. I don't care. I care, but I don't care. Too much drama. You know, too many problems. Too many people. Too many. The same things happen in the U.S. Same things happening here. Too many people getting hurt. Too many bad things happening. I get enough hurt from the guys telling me they're getting hurt. Man, the lady took this guy's passport, credit cards, and everything. Been married to him for 2 years. She gets mad at him, takes his stuff, and he is 70 years old. She is 40. She took it and hid his passport and stuff. He goes down and gets to the police department and says, "My wife has my stuff." They sent a cop there to get his stuff. He's messaging me and tells me the story. She took everything because she's mad at him. He left her. She's deporting him because they're on 13A. 13A, she sponsors you, so she's deporting him. Turn in a notice. I want him deported because she's mad at him. I said, "What'd you do, cheat?" She goes, "No, she's mad at me." I said, "For what?" She said, "Nothing." I said, "Well, what's nothing?" I mean, come on. You had to do something wrong, really bad for her to kick you out of the country. That's the problem sometimes, 13A. You got to You gotta, not saying you can or cannot do, but how about just being, look at Sunshine's shoulders. Some guy had a problem with him and turned him in, and he's down at the NBI. They're kicking him out. I don't know if he got it worked out. There's so many things can happen. You get rubbed the wrong way, man. Soon I keep my things going here. I'm out. I'm as good as gold. That police officer the other day, she pulled me over, turning left. I said, ma'am, I am terribly sorry. I promise I will never do this again. And as I don't live here, and I apologize to you from the bottom of my heart, this won't happen again. Well, what's she going to say? And I meant it. I'm not going to do it again. I'm just not going to go down that street no more. Maybe I just won't go to CDO no more. I'm joking. But seriously, it's all set up that way. The sign was 6 inches by 6 inches left turn. I came back. I checked it. How are you going to see that sign behind the pole that holds the light that goes up and down? The sign's on the other pole behind it. I got so angry. Set up. And I said, why didn't you have a sign on the street? Oh, there's the sign. No, ma'am, turn around. Look, there's no sign there. Oh, okay. I said, you can't put a sign up here and the green arrow to turn left. I said, why is the green arrow? Why don't you take the green arrow down? Oh, sir, that was a mistake. That means you go straight, not to turn. I said, ma'am, red, yellow, green. Then green arrow off to the side to turn left. Take that green arrow off. Green means go straight. Green arrow means lane, turn left, and there's a right lane here. Come to find out, all the streets were done that way on purpose. I was so angry. Tom, we have the videos coming out. Joe and Jeannie, thank you so much for coming to my podcast. And I will check out your videos, I promise. Thank you. It's visible in Mindinao here, Eric. Don't go anywhere without painless. Yeah, exactly. In Luzon to NCR is okay. Okay. SR and yellow cab. Yeah, Mark King, it does not mean love and peace. It means anger and hatred. It does. I did not realize that. I was shocked. Claude told me about it, and Jessica. I said, I was not aware of that. I said, I remember seeing them back over here in the area. And I said, I did not know. They said, yeah. I said, wow, okay, I won't go to those places then. John Ferris saying, where did you take your garbage? To that phone? Well, I don't want to talk about garbage, to be honest with you. I don't even want to bring up garbage, to be honest with you. They don't pick it up. They don't pick it up. They don't pick it up. You got to figure out a way to get it there. I just hire somebody to come pick it up and take it. What a nightmare. Garbage and mail, you does not get delivered to your house. In mail, you better be good friends with the postal guy down there. If not, you'll have 45 articles of mail, and you better hope he never gets sick. Because there was mail down there, including credit cards. It's been sitting there for 6 months. And he's supposed to call me, but the guy's been sick. So it's my fault not going down there every month and checking my mail down at the postal service down in the city. They do not deliver mail here. There's no reason. Why would they deliver mail? They got mail carriers, but I never get any mail. Where you take your garbage? Ah, man. Food Channel, good morning, good morning. Food Channel. Claude, good morning. Not really a safe anywhere in any place. You know there's a lot of stuff placed in Arizona. Yeah, there's quite a few. Hi, Tom Cat, Blue John. How you doing, my good friend? How are you doing? There's some places not safe here, but most places are safe. Cootie Tom. Hello, everyone. It's Claude. So there, here's something too. Yeah, there's more places that are safe. There's more places that are safe here than unsafe. It's that one time that you get off the road. It's that one time I took the left that I was not aware there was a sign there. It's that one time. And you have to, you need to take a Filipino with you, Filipino. Um, let's see, jump here, jump under the town. How are you guys? We're doing great, man. Everything is good. No complaints. Hard to deport without a passport. It's passed property of the United States government. I would think your action is legal. You always go back to visa, SR visa. Stephen A., it's illegal for anybody to take your passport. It's illegal for the Philippine government to take your passport. It's not supposed to be out of your possession no matter what. They can take it away from you, but you have to be close with your passport. What happens is what happened when she took the passport, she violated the law. And so what they did, they arrested her and put her in jail. She was out a few hours later. But of course, he had already left. He's gone after 6 years of marriage. Obviously, that was a bomb waiting to go off there. And so he's gone. I've not talked to him. He's gone. He went back to the States. He's going back to the States. Another one bites the dust. You know, that's 4 or 5 this week alone that I know went back to the States. Easier. Hard to port. Yeah, you have to have passport. So he got it back because the police got it for him. His credit cards, his passport, his ID, meaning his ACR card for 13A, which gave him free access out. He could get out with ease, just pay it at the airport. And he said, if I'm getting deported anyway. He said, I could go on SRV, it's $10,000. I'm not military. He says, why would I do that? I just go back to the States and live. I'll live by myself. I'll find me somebody over there. Got to be somebody that likes an old man like me. I do know it's not just there, other states too, yeah. So how's Mr. Claude? Blue John, thank you. High five. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Love you, Claude. Douglas Turner. I'm in Panglo near Alona. Awesome. Devil Don. The best live stream. Thank you. It's best because you're on it. I'm alert always here in Maryland about Asian hate New York crime. Yeah. It's very high violence, yes. Yeah. Especially at 70. I know, Stephen. I felt sorry for him too. Yeah, Eve, I tell you what, there's a lot of good places here in the Philippines to live and a lot of good places to be. We, Ruth and I, there's a lot of more positive than is negative, but we're finding that things seem to be a little bit more aware now. I don't know, maybe I'm more aware. My internet's not good. Everyone take care. Love you guys. See you later. Food channel. This is Claude and Jessica. You guys check him out. Let's see, he started another channel. Who's ever hungry, come and eat. I will come and eat. Just set things straight. What I would said, I would not mean. That would not take police. I have some friends of the police. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, Doug has finally made it back after 2 years. Yeah, Doug, glad to have you back here. Yeah, that's exactly what happened with me. I realized that I wanted to come and live here forever, and I realized that maybe I might want to get out now. I have a question if you want to answer, but my fiance and I haven't been thinking about doing a U-Town for Christian views on dating advice there. Would this be wise? Traveling writer, it'd be a great idea. It would be a great idea. I think that's exactly Christian advice would be a great idea, a great channel to have. Talking about Christian life and the way Christian is, sure. And dating, sure. I think it'd be a good idea. Start one. Douglas said, I'm going to come see you again. Okay. You skipped a lot. How's the situation in Western Mindanao? And I'm talking about Kabato, Marawi, outside Zamboanga City area. Everything is good. There's areas you should not go. Cotabato's areas you should not go. I was asked not to go to those areas when I was down in those areas. We have family from Zamboanga. We have families in Cotabato. I was just asked not to go. So I don't go. Family goes. I let them go. And so I just don't go. So it's okay. It's okay. When I went this way, I skimmed the area of Marawi here. I'm close to Marawi. Marawi's just right over here. Cotabato, Zamboanga. So I skimmed the area here. Yeah, it's okay. The white flags are there though. Okay, Doug. Are you in this place here in Florida? Maybe I can keep my ears open for you. Yeah, Pat, I am. I am, Pat. Yeah, keep your ears open. I was thinking maybe, Pat, here's the toss-up, Pat. Here's the question. I was thinking maybe a place there in Florida that I could live. Two things. I really don't want to go to the apartment scene. I don't like the apartments. You and I know that. So I was thinking, Pat, maybe maybe a house fairly priced, a reasonable priced house, or maybe I was thinking about an RV because I could travel around with it and I could live inexpensively in it because it's a house on wheels. Do some boondocking, quite a bit of boondocking, but I got to get R in school. She's 14. I got to keep her in school, maybe possibly college. So I need to be stationary. But it's stationary there in Florida. You can go anywhere, as you know, right there. I can go to St. Pete. I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere. I can go to Dunedin. I can go to Daytona. I can go where do whatever. It gives more opportunity and more. I say I can branch my wings out a lot further than I can. The guys are telling me up in the areas and besides Luzon that they can't branch their wings also. They can't branch out and branch their wings. They're limited also, being foreigners and things. So, and especially in Luzon, I hear there's a couple things there. So I said, okay, well, maybe something, Pat, that, you kind of know my thought process there. If anybody knows it, you would know it. So I would say something that is, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Lakeland's fine. Polk City's fine. Bartow's fine. Any of those areas. Traveling Texas is always great. I mean, I'm just saying, I like Texas too, man. I got to tell you, I love Texas. I found a place in right outside of Tyler called Wagon Wheel, and they have all kinds of stuff, all neat stuff. And it's RV park, but it's $350 year round. I talked to the lady. Just talked to her last 3 weeks ago. $350 a month. Yeah, sign up a year. Okay, fine. Fishing, all kinds of stuff. Close to interstate. Activities, nice swimming pool, the whole 9 yards, And I'm thinking to myself, how can you beat that? $350 a month. Oh, and if I wanted to work camp there, I could. Meaning I could work there in an office, or Ruth could work in an office, and they would be free lot rent. No lot rent at all, and percentage off electric bill. So I'd be living there for free basically. Plus, I'm just gonna say $100 a month electric. I'm saying. And it comes with Wi-Fi and internet. I mean, internet, Wi-Fi, cable, all the stuff I need. Like, that's a win-win. Live there free. Work there. What's it going to be doing? Need to pick up garbage? I can pick up garbage. I drive a golf cart and pick up garbage. But anyway, I could not believe it. I go, wow, $300 a month, $350 a month, and I work in the office. Yeah. We'll entertain you working in the office part-time, 20, 30 hours a week, and you get your campsite for free. That's 20 hours a week? She said, yeah, 20 to 30, like 6 hours a day, 2-3 days a week. That's okay. Really? Yeah. I go, I didn't answer phones, work in office. It's pretty simple. I mean, I worked in a hotel. How hard could it be? I was a front desk clerk. That was an easy peasy job. But I go, wow. So, Texas, I'm telling you, I thought about that. I couldn't believe it. $350. There's some cheaper than that in Florida. There's some $315, $345. Well, let's face it. I paid $350 there in Port Orange. I'm trying to save money for my plane ticket. Eve, I understand that. Believe me, I understand. You just had a 5.8. You just had a 5. Did you not feel that? I did not feel it. I didn't feel it. I did feel one yesterday, a tremor. That's the reason this concrete is breaking. I mean, the concrete's 4 inches, guys. So apparently the ground shook it up and broke the concrete where the house is leaning 1/4 of an inch to this way. Made me mad. I thought of everything, man. I never thought we'd have stupid earthquakes every day. I'm sorry for skipping a lot, Makoto. Sorry. I just got the complete Apocrypha collection, all 15 books. 60%. You did? Hey, Balut, I've been studying about Enoch, and I've been studying about that, and I lived 350 years, 345 years, something like that. Unbelievable. Those interesting books. God bless you and your family. Mark King, if you're going to buy an RV, just make sure you land by it. Oh, yeah, you know what? I got to tell you, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. I'm going to say this real quick because you guys don't, a lot of you guys, it's not important, but I did find some land, $4,000 there. Well, 17 lots, all under $4,000 or less. They're in Central Florida. 17 lots. One, all of them are half acre and above. One is 1 acre. Some have electric, some have water. But I don't know about parking an RV on it. You know, people shy away from it. You're buying a lot in a complex. But I'm trying to find, which I found one in Ocala. It's right there on the highway. It's 3 miles from Walmart. $4,000. Nice. It's a 3/4 acre lot. Big lot. Power's there. Water's there. Had a old shed there. What's the business there at one time? That's what I'm looking at. Maybe I can do a buy here, pay here lot. Food channel, I'm working on it, Claude. I'm working on it. Because private question towards Ruth. How's Philippines feel about living in a city foreign they're far from, like they're from Davao but live in Luzon? You know what, Makoto? I did ask Ruth that one time. She said that she was okay. As long as she would get to see her family a couple times a year. I asked her about the United States. She says, I want to go. I'll stay there for 5 years. I want to go. Really? She said that to me yesterday. In fact, this morning she says, I'm ready to go U.S. right now, please. She said, I want out of here. I said, really? She said, Daddy Tom, I want out of here. Get me out of here. I said, okay. I knew what that meant. So, it's time for us to go. But we can't go until I can go, but she can't go until we get the USCIS back and all the stuff back. That could take first, second quarter next year. I don't know. But it's in, it's done. So, we're just waiting. And so, I feel sad for her. It's like, sometimes you just need to get away. And it's not here in the Philippines. Philippines is a great place and a great place to live. But sometimes you might just get tired of the fish guy coming at 7 a.m. and 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Sometimes you might just get tired of going paying $5 for a small can of tuna. Sometimes you just get tired. And she's 40 years old, 41 years old, and she's just tired and ready to go. Because remember, she's Saudi, Hong Kong, Singapore, OFW for years. You need more than that, you know? And I think that's what it is. You need more than that. If you get to Texas, I'll take you to eat or something. Traveling writer, I tell you what. I get to Texas, I'll look you up. I'll take you to eat. We'll eat down at the local bar. No. What we'll do is or I'll cook you food, or Ruth will cook you food. You come visit. You come visit us wherever we're at. Because you know, that's the thing. I love Texas. I love I'm a southern states kind of guy. I love Alabama. I like Georgia. I could live. Georgia lots are cheaper. There's lots there for $2,900. Really nice lots on the major highway there. A couple there in Tifton that I was looking at. Really some cheap lots. I mean, you got a lot. It's an acre, and there was an acre and a half lot for $2,900, and it has water accessibility. It has power accessibility. Easy. It's just paying the fees to hook it up. $2,900. I can't believe it. Bank, I need a loan for $2,900 plus taxes. Okay. They're gonna say, okay, here, Tom. I'm gonna say, okay, this finance that bad boy. Because how in the world could you not beat that? Put you a shed on the thing and live free. I didn't know that. I looked at lots there in Florida, Pat, if you're still on. I looked at lots $25,000, $10,000 back in the day before I came here. That's what I was looking at doing, putting an RV on a lot. Because I had an RV, it's paid for. That RV right now is going triple the price of what it was when I bought it. I sold it for double the price, plus some, but it's going triple. Stephen Day, always better hearing about unsafe country cities or people or unfortunate invasion of the drugs. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's bad. And I know it's bad in the U.S. too. It's bad. It's bad all over the world. I know that. I want to come back to U.S. turmoil. Look at flight to Coop. Been in research Thailand, Philippines for 2 years. So touch many bloggers there. Yeah. Stephen Day. I think what it is you make your own world. You know, you make your own life and you make your own environment. There are certain things that happen in your environment you have no control over. The turmoil in U.S. is all the turmoil that you're listening to. Things are happening. This is happening. Shootings are happening. Killings are happening in Detroit. Killings are happening in Orlando. But one thing for sure that they have in U.S. that you have in U.S. that they don't have here is security. And what I mean by that is, no matter, there's some sense of security. Here, there's security, but you have to really think about it. Why do you think the vloggers that are leaving here, I'm not going to mention the names, you guys know who they are. Look at all of them leave. There's a reason. Because you can't say on YouTube. So what you have to do is, you have to say, this apple or that apple? That apple horrible? I got people telling me they've been back in the States now 9 months and it's fine. Quit listening to the naysayers. What's so horrible about the country? What's horrible about it? I can get up and I can go to my car and I can drive down the road and get gas at the gas station and get me a sandwich. You can't do that in the Philippines. I said, what do you mean you can't do that in the Philippines? You can do it here. You can live up in Luzon or San Fernando or Manila. You can go down there. He said, yeah, but Tom, they don't have sandwiches. I said, yeah, you're right. You're right. They don't. They don't have sandwiches here. Yeah, well, they got them. They're the pre-made ones in the little containers at 7-Eleven. But yeah, so I said, okay, so what can I do? I said, all right, so we'll do, so I thought about it. I really put a lot of thought in it. But yeah, there's things. And so here's an example. You go buy a piece of property in the U.S. and you have it. It's yours and you know you own it. No matter what, nobody can take that away from you. So it's the same here. Can they take it away from you? All the tribal has to do is come down out of that mountain and say they own this property I'm on. And all they have to do is prove it. And it's a simple thing. And I can lose this property. 2 Americans just lost their property because of just stupid things. I'm kind of like, I will never buy property again. I'd lease. Number one, I would lease. I would never buy property again. I would buy this expendable house again. I would lease the land for 25 years and then lease it again for another 25 if I'm still alive in 25 years, which I doubt. Then I would do that. And it's easiest. I'm telling everybody for the sake of their lives. I'm telling everybody from the bottom of my heart. Sometimes you really have to think what is the best. And people saying, okay, Cambodia is great, Thailand's great. And they are. They're great places. Kevin P. lives in Cambodia. They're great places to live. And I think everybody should look at that. But don't always think that, look at other options besides here, you know. I just paid $1,200 for my ticket to Chicago, Cebu for September. Awesome. Yeah, Thailand and Philippines, 2 years to keep in touch with many vloggers. Yeah, there's many vloggers, and I do too. I mean, they've been on here a long time, and there's a lot of vloggers in Thailand and Cambodia, and a lot of them are I'm still in contact with. And some actually moved from Thailand to come here, and some now are here going back to Thailand because requirements require there to live in Thailand and Cambodia and certain things like that. I mean, look at the requirements to live in Mexico, for example. You can go to Mexico and live, but you got to maintain $1,200 a month income. You got to show the Mexican government you got $1,200. I mean, you get an entry visa for 6 months, but after that, you want to stay there longer than that, you have to show them income, proof of income over $1,200 a month. And you can stay. And X amount of dollars in the bank. And you can stay. But there's criteria there too. I think they're looking at that here a little bit. Too many foreigners are coming in, and they want to make sure they maintain some type of stability. I think they're looking at that here. It was tossed around about last year. Yeah, I seen, you know, all the land Florida has water. You can just dig 2 feet and you get water. Yeah, exactly. The states. Jimmy D. Well, you know what? Not really. You can do whatever you want. Come here and visit, and then go back to the States. Come here and visit, stay a year, and see how you feel, and see if you like it, and then go back to States if you want. For me personally, great, fantastic. Now the 7 years I've been here, and if you look at the vloggers, as they left here and they come back, and they left here and come back, and left here and now in the States. I mean, you guys know the vloggers. I don't have to say their names. And the main thing for me coming here is finding me a wife and get some stability in my life, because I was going down a path of no return. I was drinking a lot. I was working a lot, but I was drinking a lot, drinking too much. And I found myself going down a road that if I stayed the path that I was going, I would probably end up dying. Driving and drinking, things of that nature. And I realized I'm going on a path of no return here. So I said, I need to get my stuff together. And so when I came here, I got my stuff together. Ruth got me straight. And what I mean straight is I don't do that stuff anymore, and I don't do stupid things anymore, like drive a car while intoxicated. And so I realized, I said, and realized that my life wasn't really so bad there. It's just I had no stability with a partner, a friend. There's many friends I could have called on. I could have called on Pat here. She would have helped me. But it's like she has her own family. She's doing her own thing. Her and her husband are busy. They're doing their thing. So I said to myself, I said, well, I'll just do this, that. So that's the reason I came here. It saved my life. It saved my life. I have to say it saved my life. And I found God again. But here's the thing, too, is I have to say this. I'm not telling you anything that's not true. I'm just saying the place is a great and a fantastic place to live. And many people are here, and many people are coming here. Never really have any problems at all. Never really seen anything. I just know that maybe there's other avenues also. Enjoy the country you're in. Enjoy back USA, where you can actually, Jimmy, you've seen Yellowstone. You've been in Yellowstone. Have you been to the Painted Canyon? Have you been to Grand Canyon? Have you seen the Golden Gate Bridge? Have you been in Niagara? Have you seen all the wonderful Smokies? Have you been to all the wonderful places that's there? Enjoy yourself. Here, they have some great places, man. Great beaches and great islands to go. But you've seen one beach, you've seen a lot of them. You've seen a lot of caves you go under, you've seen a lot of them. When we were in Cebu, we saw a lot of great stuff there and enjoyed it. But we won't go back to Cebu again. Was it enjoyable? Yeah. Enjoyable enough to go back? Yeah. I've seen better in Florida. I've seen better in the Keys. I've seen better right off Titusville there. Diving in Titusville. And, I it's like, you can get the gold in Titusville. I mean, look at the guy who got rich finding gold there in Titusville when those ships crashed, right? But I'm saying this, that I see the Philippines, and what I've seen is, so far I've seen, maybe I need to open up my horizons, get more mountain ranges and this, that, and other, but what I've seen is great places, but it's like, you don't see a lot of Filipino going to the beach on the weekends here. Not like Daytona Beach. I knew on land forward, yeah. Yeah, I'd go to Costa Rica too. Try Panama. Go to Panama. Things change. Situation even got so things worse than you go talk. I was going to Florida. My dad just sold this place. I looked 5 acre lots 5 years ago. 50. Yeah. Hey, Stephen Day. Put lots in Florida under 5K. Look how many lots there are. Many. Look at Georgia. Look at Alabama. Look at Texas. There's so many lots under $5,000 there, and they're doable lots. I forget how many. There's 75 within a small area there in New Mexico. It's lots. Beautiful lots. Beautiful places to live too. Yeah, as the name states, I travel a lot, so sounds good. Yeah, I might get tired of hearing those roosters in karaoke all the time. I tell you what, that does get on your nerves. You do get tired of it. From the bottom of my heart, I get tired of it. I get tired of them drinking across the street. I can't move my house. It's no different than neighbors in the U.S. Drinking and partying down there. You got drugs and this, that, and other. Same thing in there. But they clean it out. Eventually, they get cleaned out. Here, there's no cleaning out. They don't clean it out. They just add more people to the house. And it gets worse and worse. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. I'm not even going to go into power outages. 3, 4 a day, 5 a day. But for instance, I never get a power outage up in Naga. Iloilo, I never get a power outage. Piccolo, I never get a power outage. They're having them now for the very first time. They got a nuclear power plant going to come online, and they're testing. They've been online, and they're testing. They're afraid to turn it on. I don't know what they're going to do, but they got to fix the grids. They said they're afraid to turn it on. Yeah, 1,200 is so much beer. I travel a lot, and you know what, Pat? It does. It gets a nuisance. But so if you hear something, just message me, email me. I'm gonna come see Scoot. Heck, I'm gonna move in with Scoot. Tell Scoot to move over. Since Speedjoy's there now, I'm gonna move in with Scoot. Since Speedjoy's there, and her and Ruth can go shopping, and I'll stay with Scoot. I'll go with him on his job and help him, and let Ruth and take Scoot's credit card and let B-Joy go buy Ruth purses. Georgia's to skip over, in my opinion. Never feel safe when I'm there, but funny enough, I'm leaving over a few hours to head to Georgia. Hey, traveling writer, I always feel good in Georgia, man. I never feel unsafe anywhere. I was in the Carolinas one time. Well, I was in New Orleans one time, come crawling down the bridge, and I ended up in the black section of town, and I needed gas. So I actually said, oh, I was the only white guy there. And so I'm down there and getting gas station. So black guy comes over, you need something? I go, yeah, I need gasoline. I said, how you doing, man? He says, I'm okay. I said, are you mad? He says, no. I said, why'd you approach me mad then? He starts laughing. He says, I just want to know if you need anything. I said, no, I need some gasoline, though. He says, I'll pump you some gas. I said, no, I'll pump the gas. You go pay. No, I'm kidding. I said, I tell you what, I said, I'll pump the gas and I'll go pay. But I pumped the gas. I locked that bad boy, went inside and paid. He said, you don't have to worry about it. I said, it's okay. I'm locking it because there's a dog in there, and it's a big German Shepherd. There's no dog in there. He'll bite you. Oh, okay. So anyway, long story short, there was 20, 30 of them hanging on the corner there, and I got out of there. But I never had any problem in the U.S. at any given time. Not anywhere. All my life. I've been in Detroit, been in Chicago, been in New York City. Never had any trouble anywhere. And I've been in some areas that was really kind of iffy, but I never had any problem. It was always good areas for me. Meaning they're always good clean areas. Mama's coming in. She's got her gloves on. I don't know what that means. What are you doing with them gloves, Mama? Oh, ours there. Yeah, the spirit of fear took hold in 2020. It's not going away. I see. It seems so bad in my opinion. Yeah. Although I want to retire in the Philippines, I'm afraid of China's grease since the U.S. case China's grease. Yes, it's still the best place in the world. That's what I say, Pat. No matter what, it's mine, my country. My mom and papa born and raised there. My grandparents born and raised there. They come from Scotland and Ireland, and I'm Scottish Irish, so that's a pretty good idea. That's why I love it. I want to go back. I got family there. Heck, Pat's gonna cook me a meal. She's gonna cook me our meatloaf when we get there. Said, Pat, I want meatloaf, and I want some good biscuits. Your biscuits. I like Titusville. Went to high school there. Worked campus. Hey, I tell you what, Jimmy D, I like Titusville too. It's a great place, man. Really a good place. There used to be a restaurant there. I used to love to go eat. They had the fresh fish of the day. There's always red snapper. At that time, I'd get my red snapper. Yeah, stay free. Do not lock in long in. Just become the world traveler. Keep your freedom. John Ferris, that's me, man. I can't stand to be like. I want to spread my wings, so we're going to the States so I can spread my wings. I can't spread my wings here, man. This is what I tried, though. We tried. Even going to Malai an hour away can take all day. It can. If you have to go meet a meeting, say I had to go to MBI to get a picture made or something, and it's an all day. 1 hour, and then all day, and then 1 hour back home. You're tired. You're wore out because you got to go here, just to get something done. It's like this. You need to go over here and get this paper. Once you get that paper, bring it back here. We sign it. Then you got to go from here to go over here and get this paper done. And you stand in line each place. Not many meals on things to order in a restaurant that doesn't include rice pizza. Yeah. All I see in Panama City, Florida. My friends live in Fort Walton Beach, where the U.S. military base is. I love Fort Walton Beach, good area. I love Panama City too. One time I was up there and I was working for the iPhone, and one store, Walmart, says, "Can you drop off some sunglasses from point A to point B? There's a guy, we need these sunglasses delivered." I said, "Yeah, I'd be glad to." So they gave me the box of sunglasses. I put them in my car and delivered them to the store. As I delivered them to the store, I take them in the back office to the store manager, had him sign the piece of paper that I delivered them, and he sat there and he says, "What are you doing right now?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "Come on." Store manager. Come on. I didn't know him. I never met him before, but because I'm in the store, doesn't mean I meet the store manager. So I come in, and he says, "You want some pizza?" I go, "Yeah." He says, eat. I said, "There's 40 boxes of pizza there. All the employees are eating." He says, "It's pizza day here. On every Thursday, we buy pizza for all the employees at Walmart." I said, "Really?" "Yeah." I said, "On Fridays, we have donuts. All donuts, free in the morning from 6 to 10. All the donuts you want to eat, you eat all you want. If they don't have enough, you just let the bakery know, and I'll make sure there's donuts there for you." I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah. So every Thursday pizza day, if you come to my store, you get pizza every Thursday. If you don't, I'll order pizza for you." Really nice guy. Friday morning, I went back to that store. I got me some coffee and donuts too. He was there. I had coffee and donuts with him. Nice guy. Really intelligent guy. He asked me, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to the Philippines in about 90 days. He said, "I want to go." He says, "I have a Filipina wife." I said, "You do?" He goes, "Yes. We've been married here in the States now 20 years. We're going back to visit family in the summer. And we're going to be back here, and I'm coming back to work here." I said, he said, "We got 2 kids." So I disagree about security. You must be talking about redneck areas. Here in Connecticut, it gets some worse every day. Look at me and killed, assaulted by police. I live in a rural area. As long as you can stand your right under the law, especially, it's good. But when you're against the law, many people do, it gives you a headache 24/7. Or walk your second right. Security must be talking about redneck areas. Stephen Day, I don't know where you live. You live in Connecticut. I'm not familiar with Connecticut. All I can vouch for are the Carolinas and Tennessee and Georgia and the southern states. Although I lived in New York City, I never had a problem. I lived in New York City. I lived in Buffalo. I lived in Rochester for about 3 months. They made me go there. Never any problem. Never any problem at the pubs and the bars. And believe me, if there's a pub and a bar, I knew it was that. There's many times I said an Anchor Bar, had a few beers. I've been to all. At that time I was drinking like crazy, so I knew exactly where all the pubs and the bars were. So, and some are in good, bad parts. I mean, we go bar hopping all the time. Me and the guys. As you know, being with Italian men, they love to drink and party. So, Stephen, I don't know. Is pizza snack and not a meal in the Philippines? Exactly. I consider pizza a snack in the Philippines. Large, small America. Yeah, they're very small. They're a snack. We have to order 3 to 4 here just to have a meal here. 25 pizza slice, $2 pizza slice. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you guys know, $2 big old roll it up pizza in New York. That was my lunch every day. That and the dogs on the street or kielbasa. When I was up there in New York, I was the rep, and I worked as a rep for Tops supermarkets, and it was controlled by the mob at that time. And the owners would come in and they would tell us in the meeting, you know, okay, we want this to happen. You have to sell this today. I mean, they were really, you had to sell that today. It was a really strong arm kind of guys, you know. So I'm out one day with one of the associates, the daddy, you know, the daddy to one of the big guys that owned the chain. And he's out there with me, and the guy says, "You're not selling right, man. You need to do this, that, and other." So, but anyway, got a little tip. I said, "I'm not doing that. I'm not a strong armor guy trying to sell some stuff because you got crap in the warehouse. I'm not doing it." So long story, we got an argument. Anyway, I ended up back in the office. The guy said, "I'm going to fire you." I said, "Well, fire me then. I'll find another job tomorrow. I'm not strong. You're not strong arming me." This big old Italian man, he's a big guy, man. Come to me, got right in my face. He says, "You're fired." I said, "Thank you, sir. I want to thank you for the great job you gave me here, and I learned a lot from you." And as I'm walking out the door, he says, "Get back over here and sit down in that chair. I'm not about to let you go." You let Tom do what he wants to do from now on. He is your boss. Switched it just like that. And I said, why did you switch? I want to quit. Fire me so I can get money. I want to get retirement out of here. He says, I'm not firing you. I'm not going to fire you. I said, can I quit? He goes, no. He said, go back to work. Get out there and go back to work. He said, get in the car and go. Do you have a company car? I go, yeah. Get in that company car and go. That's what he was. That's the attitude. Pizza by the slice. I drove my wife around USA 36,000 miles. But Lou, did you really? 2018. Oh, man. You got to tell me that story. You got to write it down in a book. I guarantee it was great. Her eyes had to go like, R believes there's dinosaurs, and she believes there's Mickey Mouse that's living in Florida still. That's what kids believe. Jollibee, both Philippines, USA, sick, both ones though. Jollibee's is yuck. Yeah, I don't like it either. Still going strong. What we do with the van with the guys in the States, we'd rather drive it. I'm gonna sell it. Jollibee's Popeyes. Here in Maryland, Philippine restaurant inside the mall. Foods is delicious. Yeah. Pat Miller, I keep my eyes open. If you're hearing crazy, I'll let you know. Okay, thank you, Pat. Well, I think I'll call the chat. I've been on 2 hours, 16 minutes. I think Ruth's itching to give me a haircut. I've been doing a haircut for 2 weeks. My aunt's in Scotland, or I'm as well, somewhere around the potato famine. That's exactly when mine came over. What they said, I don't know. I wasn't here, but that's what they said. Ended up, of course, everybody comes through New York, but my family ended up in Virginia. It eventually filtered down to Mississippi, and that's where they branched out. If you guys look in the phone book in Mississippi and look how many Youngs, Y-O-U-N-Gs, are in Mississippi, you won't believe it. I mean, of course, my mother had 9 brothers and sisters, and my father had 8 brothers and sisters. And so, as you know, back then, they would have 8, 9, 10 kids. each sibling would. And I have many cousins. And some of them I'm still in contact with to this day. And I have a sister who lives in Alabama I've not seen but a couple times in my lifetime. A half-sister. I need to visit. You're kind of living up mine. 5,000 lots in Florida. Texas too small for me. I like to have large gardens, small farm, and live on less than an acre. I never lived with less than an acre. They did have some. They had one in there for 30 acres. Is that big enough for you for $8,000? They did have one 30 acres, $8,000 there in Florida. High and dry. There's some ones in Texas too. I saw 35 and 40 acres. Small lots, as they call them in Texas. Very small lots. For under 40 grand. It's what you want to pay for. But they did have quite a few, 8, 10, 15,000. Have to check them out, Stephen Day. Yeah, it's nothing like where it was 40 years ago. Still a great country, though. It still is a great country. I don't care what anybody says. When you can get up in the morning, get your cup of coffee without worrying about the water being off, it's a good place. When you get up in the morning and your electric's still on, it's a good place. If you get up in the morning and you decide to have a hamburger for lunch, it's a good place. If you get up and decide you want to go to Subway, it's a good place. None of that here. In fact, Subway's non-existent. A hamburger's non-existent. They don't have the beef to have the hamburger. What CDO? Did end up going to a place called S&R, a membership place. No ground beef. Chicken stunk. Would not buy it. Did have some nice produce and stuff, but it's too expensive. S&R's too expensive. Only about 5 things in there. Buy bagels, and there was cream cheese. It's not really cream cheese. It's something else. I'm looking for Philadelphia cream cheese. Some good stuff. They don't have it, or didn't have it there. Don't have it anyway. I used to be a naughty native from North Dakota. There you go. Big Dan, good morning. I like some KFC. Just retired last month. Big Dan decided to go to Florida instead of the Philippines. High five. Where you at, Big Dan? That's where our boot's going to be on the ground there, Texas. Ruth wants to live in Texas. I'm more adamant about living in Florida, but both places are hot, so we won't have a problem anywhere. And we're looking just to there are 5 years or so and see how Ruth likes it and gets it where she can get on my Social Security, because she's got to stay there 5 years, and so that's our plan. And hopefully I'll make it to 5 years. Working, I've been from San Diego all the way up. Oh man, good for you, man. Yeah, Mark Kingston. I like Jollibee in the Philippines. It's a great sick one. Yeah. How old am I, Stephen Day? I am 67. I'm 25. I'm 67 years old. Just turned. I retired here at 59. I got here, boots on the ground, in the airport, on the ground at 59 and a half years old. And retired here, fill out my paperwork here. Got Social Security before I came, though. And here at 62. And I'm glad I did. Smartest decision I ever made in my life. Smartest decision for me at that time, still is. I wanted to ask many times for how straight cross-dressers treated there. Is it dangerous? Cross-dressers can dress whatever they want and be what they want. Cross-dressers, and they call them Bayouts or transgendered, or lady boys, can dress however they want. Many men dress like ladies, and you can't tell if they're ladies or men. If they overact, you can tell. If they act straight, but act like a lady, you can't tell. And a lot of times I've mistaken a man for a woman. I mean, a woman for a man. I mistaken thinking it was a woman, but it was a man. And I told Ruth, I said, "Is that a man or a girl?" She'd say, "That is a man." And they looked just like it, because they started dressing at an early age. They started taking hormones at 7, 8, 9 years old, and so their body matured. They never got the Adam's apple, never got, and they honestly look like women. And to be honest, they treat them with respect. Fine, they treat them fine. You'll see a lot of them. There's hundreds and hundreds here. They're fine. They all like me. I like them. I like all people. We all get along. In fact, some of the nice people I ever met was lady boys in the transgender community. Yeah, John Ferris, they're beautiful, beautiful, and they're nice people. They won't do you no harm. Well, if you do harm to them, they're going to do harm to you. But not to brag, I've been to 45 states. Traveling around, high five. I haven't been to 45. I have not counted the states I've been to. I should count them. I should count them. I've probably been to at least 25. No, I've been to more than that. Because I've been to a lot of northern states too. But I've been to fly in, but I'm talking about staying a few days, a week or two at a time. I've been in many states. Hawaii, I've been to Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I live there. At Pal's Flying, I have 2 slices of pizza for $7. Hope pizza's not best, it will fill you up. Traveling Writer, I tell you what. Hey, Traveling Writer, what about this, what do you call Bucks? Bucks, B-U-C-E-E or something like a Bucks, whatever it's called. Those are nice places, man. I looked at, my brother took me to some of them there when I was there in Texas. He lives in Tyler. Actually, no, he lives in Fan. But we went to a bunch of places all around there. Mark King, living dinosaurs here, probably. Yeah. Kevin Ash, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Did I miss you? I didn't know you were on. Did you? Kevin Ash, good morning. Yeah, okay. Hey, Kevin Ash. Sorry I missed you, man. I don't have anybody here helping me. Have a great day, Kevin. Jim Honor. See you later. Hi, Jim. I missed a lot of guys. I'll be jabbering. It's okay. Sorry. John Ferris, Tom, the Philippines, nice place to visit, not to live. Everybody makes their own world. Some people really love it here, and it's a great place. It's a great place all throughout the world. But it's great. It is a great place if you're okay. Here's something. If you're gonna die, They put you in a grave here. No cremation. They have cremation, but so they put you in a grave here. You have to pay $5 a month the rest of your life for that gravesite. If not, they pick you back up and they stick you on the side of the road. Crazy. Are you kidding me? You're not buried for good. You're buried until that $5 runs out. So the kids and grandkids and grandkids and kids and grandkids and other kids got to pay it for the lifetime to keep you in that ground. If not, you don't pay that $5 a month. You're put off to the side. They dig you back up. Oh. If I want to go, I want to go. I want to be buried where I'm at, and I don't want nobody picking me back up. Not saying I'm not in that body anymore, but okay, come on. Because land is hard to find. Can I say hello to expat prepper's wife, a son, and when in USA, she's staying with family while her son goes to U.S. school. High five. Yes, hello to expat prepper's wife and son when in USA. Yes, Will. I love you too. We love you all, John Ferris. Yeah, John Ferris, love you too. We're there expanding out of Texas to towards Florida, but they don't like trucks. Oh, they don't like trucks. Oh. Man, it's a beautiful place, though. I like Hyder, Alaska. Their pulled pork beef sandwiches are the best. You know, it's so funny you said that. My friend Dave forgot. He went to the one there in Florida. And he's telling me they have the best pulled pork sandwich. I don't eat pork anymore. But they have the best pulled pork sandwich you ever had in your life. And he's told me that. So he said, I don't know what it is about the pulled pork. It's the best he's ever had. He goes there, he sneaks up there. Wife don't know. It's Filipina. He doesn't bring her back in either. I like where my wife is. She is in country, but she's not city either. Yeah. I sometimes don't really realize, but yeah, that's what happens sometimes, like with me. I get hooked on a place and I stay on it. You know what I mean? And that's me. If it's pulled pork is good, I go. So, there you go. I want to thank everybody for watching my stream 2 hours and a half, and I'm slugging it right now, guys. It's lunchtime, and I'm going to get some lunch and have Ruth cut my hair maybe before or after my lunch. I want to thank everybody for coming on my stream today. I know that they did get quite a few people on today, and I want to thank everybody for staying on with me today. And I want to thank everybody for always spending valuable time with me today. And thank you so much for that. Traveling Rider, thank you. Bullock, thank you. The 7 states, the all states, he lives with me for 8 years. High five, John. John, you're a good guy. The reason why I said that is you're on some good. You go on all the streams. I had the co-worker that kept saying, "Tell the differences." So look at this video of these two ladies showing and make co-workers asking them what you think. Okay. All right, Mark King, Traveler Rider, Pat Miller, thank you so much. John Ferris, thank you there. Thank you, Pat. Balut John Ferris, Traveler Rider. Thank you for coming on, Kevin Nash, Mark King. Thank you for coming on, Gary T, Jim Allner, John Ferris. Thanks, Stephen D, Stephen Day. Thank you, Pat Miller, Big Dan, thank you. Thank you for coming on, Makoto. Thank you for coming on today. Eve, thank you for coming on today. I want to thank everybody for spending their valuable time. Stephen Day, thank you. Traveling Rider, Makoto, R. Walk, Mark King, Pat Miller. Thank you for coming on today. R. Walk, John Ferris, Joe and Jeannie, thank you for coming on today. I want to thank everybody. R again, Tim D, thank you for coming on today. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Graham, thank you for coming on today. Thank you, guys. I want to thank everybody. Love you, Tom. See you. Love you too. I would endeavor to see you soon. Yes. Mark King, see you. God bless.